When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurt in almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage is brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
5. Welcome out to the Cardinal Coliseum here at Spring Mills High School. Getting you set for another Tuesday night of EPAC volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Tonight it's Spring Mills and Musselman. Cardinals and the Applemen taking each other on here. We're only about 2.5 minutes away from the JV match. Here as I welcome in Colin McLaughlin. Next to me, I'm Dylan Bishop, TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Kyler High back at the studio. Colin, this should be an interesting one. Musselman this year, not the state champion favorite that they have been in a few years past. But with Hedgesville kind of on the upswing, it feels like this is a little bit more of a retooling year for Musselman, with some of the seniors they had graduating. But Spring Mills still in for a big test here tonight as the Applemen come to visit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a rubber match, Dylan, for these teams, even though one only counts when it comes to conference play and regional seeding. That was a 3-1 win at Musselman for the Applemen against Spring Mills. These two teams actually also met in a tournament down in Tennessee in the gold bracket, and in that tournament, Spring Mills got a 2-1 win. So they have the confidence. They believe that they can be the ones, other than Hedgesville, of course, to be a team that can beat Musselman here in the EPAC and better their seeding come regionals, which are weird. It's like basketball now, where it is a full north and south region bracket. So in 4A with the 20 schools, you got 10 in the north, 10 in the south. But for volleyball, it's double elimination. I don't think that's the case for basketball. Not 100%. This is all brand new, so I'm still trying to figure it all out. I didn't even know that this was going to be how volleyball was set up until a few minutes ago here today. I thought it was still like what we had when it came to the sections and then the regions and whatnot. But no, they changed it this year to match kind of what basketball is going to, along with double elimination.
Yeah, we're only 20 seconds away from JV's warm-up timer expiring here. So our pregame show brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. And by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. You call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. The JV squads are taking the floor. Looks like we're going to pretty much get going right away here. We'll just stick here so get ready to start. We'll look at the JV rosters for both sides. On the Musselman side, it's Maddie Boyce wearing number 2, Reese Campbell wearing number 7, Heidi Clutter wearing number 24, number 6, Riley Dick, number 4, Madeline Dugan, number 14, Flora Dunham, number 11, Layla Kearns, number 9, Layla Ledsome, number 10, Addie Mendez, number 17, Serenity Misk, number 21, Kirsten Rutherford, number 3, Lucy Soltero, number 15, Macy Thurston, number 5, Layla Venny. For Spring Mills, JV is number 16, Kelsey Burkholder, number 4, Val Davenport, number 1, Avery Ward, number 3, Emmeline Copenhaver, number 6, Rebecca Mesa, number 14, Kylie Castor, number 10, Serenia Green, number 12, Juliana Crane, number 9, Gabriella Walters, number 13, Kaylin White, number 5, Madison Jones, number 7, Corinna Ramkarin, number 15, Miley Gorman, number 11, Olivia Boyd, number 8, Naomi Lemister. Or is it Lemaster, Colin?
Lemaster.
Okay, that's what I thought after I said it.
Yep, Lemaster. Spring Mills, by the way, in the pink. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night here as you see all the streamers and balloons, and then Musselman in its traditional road uniforms in the gray and green. So I think one of the varsity Musselman players almost wiped out into our table.
Here's first serve of the match. Coming from the Musselman side. Down ball hit from Musselman. That was Reese Campbell. Cross from Spring Mills. Dug out by the Applemen. Down ball hit left side. Nothing doing there for Soltero. It's another dig. His teams with a big volley back and forth. They'll go back to Soltero, and she gets the kill.
Strong start there, like what I saw on both sides. A hard-fought point in favor of the Applemen.
Layla Kearns first serving for the Applemen. Almost gets an ace there. Good recovery by Spring Mills to get that one across. Avery Ward with a good serve receive. This ought to be a free ball hit over by Spring Mills by Madison Jones. Set up right side. The left-handed hit. Nothing doing there for Crane. Soltero back again. Soft touch. Ready for it was Crane. Here's a set to the middle. And a good dig right there by Jones. Down ball hit by the libero, Ramkarin. And we got a back and forth at the net that ends with a point for Musselman.
Again, though, still a great start on both sides. This has been a big battle and lengthy volleys to get these 2 points.
Appleman serving again, up 2-0. Down ball hit. And this will turn into a free ball on the Musselman side. Ramkarin over for Jones, too far. The Applemen take a 3-0 lead. Another serve from Kearns. Down ball to hit over. Crane's hit, received by the Applemen, and here's the first point for the Cardinals as Campbell.
Yeah, just a little mistake there.
Yep, free ball over the head, went into the net. So make it 3-1. There's the first serve for Spring Mills, Serenia Green. Off block. Ramkaran serves, or sets for Spring Mills, and it's a kill from Miley Gorman. 3-2. 2 in a row for the Cardinals.
Now we'll see if they can tie it up now.
Green serving again. Going at Musselman. Diving for that one in the dig was Ramkaran. Jones hits it over. It's received again by Macy Thurston, the libero for the Applemen. Left side, Spring Mills, big hit received by the Applemen well. Both teams playing good defense. Making it hard to get a point. Big swing, another great dig.
Yeah, that was Jones.
Jones again, off block. There's the kill.
Avery Ward, I believe, that time with the kill.
Ward on the left side gets it done.
3 straight from Musselman to begin, and Spring Mills answers with 3 straight of its own.
Serving again at Thurston. Free ball. Can Spring Mills do with it? Almost right in the back corner. And it's a diving attempt at a dig by Thurston. It goes out on the Spring Mills side. So 4 in a row for the Cardinals. Musselman able to handle the serve, but it's a free ball in the end. Green sets for Ward, and it'll be another kill for Avery Ward.
Yeah, Ward hits it off the tape of the net, and that kind of just changed the trajectory of the ball a little bit and made it tough to play.
Green with another one. Musselman can't do anything with it. It's an ace. The serve receive, that first contact goes up towards the net. Not able to recover and hit it over. This one does better. It's a setter dump. Spring Mills goes back to Ward on the left side. This time they can handle it. Hit over again. Soltero, and out it goes. This time, Spring Mills' run ends at 6 in a row, finally hitting one too far and out. And Soltero gets a turn to serve. Spring Mills goes middle. It's off block, and Musselman can't get it over. It's another kill for Spring Mills. This time it's Kelsey Burkholder in the middle. 7-4. Avery Ward with a nice serve. Musselman off block. Heading for the back corner. Ward makes a dive at it. Can't get there. It's a point for Musselman. Make it 7-5.
Yeah, the passing just poorly located on the Spring Mill side that time, and nobody could recover to rescue him with a free ball.
Now it's Campbell to serve for the Applemen. And it's a free ball. Have to be sent over by Spring Mills. Set, middle. Tough to get there. Venny couldn't quite get the hit she wanted on it. Spring Mills goes back left side, off block. It's a kill. There's Jones again. Madison Jones, the sophomore, makes it 8-5.
Both sides have looked pretty strong, though, so far. We'll see if any can continue to kind of distance himself from the other. Spring Mills with that 3-point lead, like you just mentioned, Dylan, trying to make it biggest lead of the night with 4. Nearly getting it, and they do.
They get the ace. make that 9-5. Burkholder with a good first set so far. Sending this one over at Soltero. And again, the Applemen can't send it back across. 10-5, Spring Mills here to open up this first set.
Not sure what happened there. That was a odd ending to the play. Just looked like kind of a lapse of concentration.
Looks like there's been a few moments like that for the Applemen so far. Somehow not getting into the net was Layla Kearns making a diving play. Left side, big-time kill for Madison Jones. Spring Mills JV looking under control so far, and that's where we will get the first Musselman timeout at 11-5 in the first set. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
Back out of the timeout here in just a few seconds are both sides, Spring Mills and Musselman. It's an early definitive lead for Spring Mills' JV over the Musselman Applemen. Dylan Bishop, Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Tyler Strine behind the camera on the TV 10 side. One of our cameras. Burkholder to serve again. In the middle, it's Venny. Nice diving stop by Soltero to keep it in the air. Some finesse on it from Jones. Can Spring Mills recover? No, they cannot. So, timeout works to get the Applemen a point. Cut the lead of Spring Mills down to 5.
Yeah, quick defense. Able to get that point after your spike getting blocked, coming right back to you with a lot of power off blocks, still able to recover, and then the mistake on Spring Mills side.
Addie Mendez serving that time for Musselman. Almost gets it to clip the tape and go for an ace, but we continue on. And it looks like it was Riley Dick that couldn't quite get to that one for Musselman. Spring Mills answers with a point back of their own, 12-6.
And that pass just too close to the net to get control of.
Serve this time from Emmeline Copenhaver. Off the antenna on the Musselman side. Kirsten Rutherford couldn't fit it inside the antenna quite. Make it 13-6 Spring Mills. JV squad of Applemen looking a little out of sorts here early. Spring Mills looking locked in. Go back to Rutherford. A nice hit across one side to the other, and here's one with too much on it from Jones. 13-7 our score now.
Yeah, still like, though, Jones with that confidence swing, a lot of power, not trying to take anything off of it, maybe needing to do so next time just to kind of be able to locate it better, but still. You love seeing that power at this age.
Madeline Dugan's serve goes into the net for Musselman, make it 14-7. Jones, quick chance of redemption, taking a serve for the Cardinals. Ends up a free ball by Musselman. They'll set in the middle. Looked like that one could have gone out from over on this side, but the Applemen taking it. Here's one, Spring Mills taking a little off of it. Nice diving dig, but then a second touch never comes. I think Flora Dunham was the one that got the first touch on there, but nobody home for a pass. 15-7 Spring Mills. And there's one that goes out too far again from Jones. 15-8. Layla Venny serves again. Serve received by Ramkarin. And it's an overpass back to Spring Mills by the Applemen. Left side, Ward. In the net goes Musselman. Whistle blows, and it's 16-8.
Yeah, they're trying to set up the block there against Ward, and she was able to get it past the block. But that block, as you said, in the net, so Spring Mills has now doubled up the Applemen.
Served to the left side by the Applemen, off block. Diving for it, just barely reaching it was Spring Mills. Good job by LeMaster.
Another good dig there by LeMaster. Back to back.
A tough hit and out. There's Crane coming over from the right side with the left-handed hit.
You go back and you watch there, LeMaster's first dig that you were mentioning that she nearly got to was because she actually dove a little bit early and was short and had to lunge on the floor to get to it.
Ward off block. Appleman can't get there. Another kill for Avery Ward. He's having a nice first set. 17-9 Spring Mills.
Yeah, Ward and Jones on that left side on the outside have been really strong here in this first set for the Cardinals.
8 points to go for Spring Mills, and they have an 8-point lead. Go back around to Green, serving for the Cardinals. Solid hit by Soltero on the right side. Ward takes something off of it. Finds the soft spot for another point.
A good balance for the attack there. Going from the power last time to the finesse this time.
Musselman at the net. Pushed back by Burkholder. Sets up Spring Mills for another attack. Ward again. Whistle. In the net again goes Musselman. 19-9.
I believe Campbell up there and Mendez trying to go for that block. I don't know which one it was, but both there, and one of them went into the net.
Another serve from Serenia Green, and it'll be an ace. 20-9 domination here in the first set at home for the JV Cardinals. Green with another one. Goes to the left side this time instead of the middle with the serve. Down ball hit into the net by Burkholder. We'll send the serve back to the Applemen at 20-10.
We'll see if they have any life in them here to make this first set interesting or not.
Soltero sends it at Ramkarin. Ward on the right side now. Out. Could not quite fit it inside the line. 20-11. Soltero serve is in. Spring Mills thought they could let it go.
Yeah, got to follow it out.
2012.
They just turned and watched it instead of following it to make sure. It came back to give them that easy point.
This time, they made the right choice. Looked very similar to the last one, but it did. You could tell it was a little further, so this time it was a smart decision.
Still would have liked them to follow it out a little bit more. You saw Remkarin kind of shuffle her way over.
And it's an ace followed up for Spring Mills. Avery Ward. How about this first set from Ward, a freshman? And just 5'4", so doesn't have a height and length advantage at the net. It hasn't mattered. And here's The Applemen again not being able to send this ball back over to Spring Mills. 23-12 is our score. And Musselman will burn a timeout. Their last of the set. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
Spring Mills just 2 points away from a dominating first set win here in junior varsity volleyball between Spring Mills and Musselman. We'll have the second set following this one, third set if necessary, and then we'll have a 5-minute break before we get into pregame for varsity between the Applemen and Cardinals. Right side, Spring Mills off the block, and it's a kill for Gorman once again.
Now Spring Mills with the set point opportunity.
It's Avery Ward. One more time. Musselman sets in the middle, off block. Handled by the Cardinals. Jones. It goes out. No contact at the net. Point goes to the Applemen, 24-13. They'll at least avoid getting doubled up for the set. Served over by Campbell. Jones takes a little off that one. First contact is there. Ends up a free ball. Green back set for Gorman. She just barely gets it over the net. Almost worked out. Musselman has to send a free ball again. Left side up in the net. Punched by Jones. Appleman on the other side. It's a block from Gorman. And it falls for the game point. Set point. 25-13. The Cardinals easily take it. Dominating that first set. And we'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, set number 2 for the JV sides between Spring Mills and Musselman. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Spring Mills takes set number 1, 25-13. That set was brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. You can go to fordofhagerstown.com. And by Power Beck and Matt Zurov Law Offices. Call them at 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit lawpbm.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Tyler Strine behind our main camera on the TV 10 side. Kyler High back at the studio. Colin, Spring Mills just looks way more like they have their things figured out tonight. A Musselman, I think, on their side for JV so far looks a bit out of sorts.
Yeah, which is kind of odd. They were the ones that started off strong with the 3 straight points. We're battling hard to get those first 2, and then, Spring Mills able to respond, tie it up, take the lead, and from there pretty much we're able to go into cruise control. We'll see if Musselman comes out with anything different and getting some life within themselves here in this second set. It's really tricky to keep momentum here at this JV level because things can go downhill quickly, and things just, it seemed like that weren't going your way, magically go your way.
It's like we're seeing Rebecca Meza for the first time for Spring Mills. I don't think we heard that at all. Heard that name called at all in the first set.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And for the Applemen, looks like about the same group out there. Maddie Boyce may not have called her name in the first set. Looks like she'll start things out for the Applemen unless her place is taken by the libero Thurston. See Val Davenport as well out there right now for Spring Mills. Checking through some names that we may not have saw much of in that first set. I think outside of that, Musselman going with a similar look.
Yeah, I think so. And then you got to keep in mind that you'll at least have your liberos come out here once the rotations are all in order and they're ready to go. That being Mo and Renee here making sure, as they are the 2 officials here for this JV match.
Sometimes I forget there are other officials. They're just
yeah.
And here comes Ram Corinne on for LeMaster. And Boyce comes off for Thurston. Serenia Green starts off again for Spring Mills with the first serve, and it's an ace. So Spring Mills trying to make quick work of the Applemen. See if they can sweep this JV match here by winning this set.
Let's see if she attacks Thurston again in the middle, and she does, but this time it's a little more higher for Thurston to get to.
Applemen go to the right side, and it's a kill. And the ball comes over to us. Colin passes it along. It's 1-1.
Yeah, they came close. I couldn't show off my arm. I wanted to try to see if I could sling it across the net.
And Musselman is going to respond with an ace of their own.
Speaking of trying to get it across the net, Spring Mills couldn't do so that time.
Yeah, very nice serve from Soltero. Lucy Soltero will get another shot at it here with the Applemen now leading 2-1. Going towards the middle now at Ramkaran. Meza in the middle has to send a free ball, and Soltero can't dive and get it, so we're tied at 2.
Scoring on a free ball, it's got to be frustrating defensively. You got to be able to somehow, some way make sure that stops.
Ward next to serve for the Cardinals. Wow. Line drive, punched over and out by the Applemen, so the Cardinals take a 3-2 lead.
That was a screamer across.
Ward, little too much on this time. 3-3. That's where we stood at the beginning part of set number 1. The Applemen scored the first 3 points, and then it was all Spring Mills from there.
Right, it was a different way of getting there, but...
And here's another ace. See, perhaps a coaching point, focusing on making good serves for the Applemen. Really testing the Cardinals' serve-receive. Ramkran has to dive for this one. Left side, Jones has to send a free ball. Very close to the net. Musselman sets middle, off block, and it's a kill. There's Boyce putting one on the board. 5-3 Applemen.
Yeah, good show of the fundamentals there on the attack from Musselman. See if they can continue that.
Ward can't get that one. It's another ace. Spring Mill's the one that looks a bit out of sort to start the second set.
What did I say at the start? Momentum is a tough thing to keep here at this level. Because when things look like you can get going your way, they quickly slip away just like that.
Just barely out. Spring Mills followed that one the whole way, and yeah, it doesn't get much closer than that one.
Does not.
Karina Ramkarin on the serve now for Spring Mills. Their libero. Val Davenport right side. Gets the kill. Fits it on the left side.
A strong angle across that time for her. Saw everybody pinching towards her here on the near side, so she sent it to the far side, which makes it tough for your body control to readjust to.
And an ace, so Spring Mills ties it back up.
That ace kind of in that same spot as where the last one was, right in the middle of the Musselman defense, making it tough for them to get to.
Another ace. Great serves. Ramkarin, I don't believe, was in the rotation of serves in that first set. Maybe she was one and done and I just forgot about it, but she's putting together some good ones here. Almost another ace to the same spot.
Yeah.
Yep. And this time they at least get a couple hits, but the attempt at the kill goes into the net from Dick.
On Musselman, I'm kind of readjusting where we're setting up here because you know where she's putting the ball each time.
Right back there, just barely getting to it again. Down ball hit and miscommunication between Ramkarin and Ward.
And both looked, neither went.
8-7 Spring Mills leads. Serve goes back over to Musselman. Dunham will serve. Ward right in front of Ramkarin that time. Down ball hit, almost getting the point for Lemaster. And here's another attempt by the Applemen that goes into the net. So 2 in a row from Dick.
You still give Saltero her flowers, though, for that dig to keep the play alive before the ball went into the net there.
9-7 Spring Mills. Copenhagen will serve again. Set for the middle. Pushed over. Overpass by Spring Mills after the hit by Boyce. Soft touch that time from Dick. Trying to take another approach at it. Boyce in. I think same issue between the same players we had just a couple possessions ago. Ward and Ramkarin.
Yeah, you got to talk with one another and say, hey, if that happens, whose ball is it? Figure it out.
Appleman getting the serve again. It's Dugan this time. Free ball from Spring Mills. Up close to the net. But it's a down ball hit from the 10 line for Musselman. Jones left side off the tape. Applemen handle it. Down ball. The volley continues. Back towards Jones. Can't get up to the net in time to get a very good hit on it. Boyce just over the tape from the middle. She's done a really good job of timing those. Hasn't looked like the traditional way to hit it, but she has some extra height, so she can get a unique angle on it.
It's true.
9-9. Jones from the right side gets the kill. Puts Spring Mills back on top.
We'll see if they're able to separate themselves again like last time in that first set.
Jones gets the serve and goes into the net. So we'll stay tied. It's 10-10. Here's Boyce with a serve. A line drive. She puts a lot of power behind her. It's a free ball, and that's all Spring Mills can do with it. Going to the middle, pushed, pancaked, but nobody able to get up close to the net. So it's going to end up as a kill for Reese Campbell and give the Applemen the lead back again.
Yeah, even if somebody could have got there, I think there was a very slim chance that they wouldn't have went under the net.
Mm-hmm. Ward overpass and slammed back the other way by Soltero. The Applemen have figured it out a little bit here in this set, and this is a timeout from Spring Mills. They didn't even have to call one in that first set. They trailed 12-10 as the Applemen try to force set number 3. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Will be heard up there.
Applemen of Musselman up 12-10 on the Cardinals of Spring Mills here in set number 2. JV volleyball. We had another serve from Boyce of Musselman. Down ball. Solid power on that one from Ward. Diving, not able to get to it, or to keep it in, we should say, is Spring Mills. So, Musselman, 3-point lead, about halfway through the set. By this time of the first set, they were far behind.
Yeah.
Ramcorin has some trouble with that next one. And way too much on the free ball. 14-10.
They've now already scored more points this set than they did last set.
Yeah.
It was 25-13 Spring Mills in the first set, the final.
Boyce, another hit, rides the tape. Just barely gets over. Spring Mills, trouble with it. Jones trying to go around Ward. 15-10.
Now we're going to get a sub here.
Ward comes off. Gorman comes in. And they serve it right at Gorman, but she's able to handle it. And they'll go left side for Crane off block. Musselman sends a free ball. They'll set left side. Gorman off block again, gets the kill. It did seem like Ward was having some trouble this set, so it seemed like a good substitution for Gorman, who looked solid in that first set as well. Ward having some defensive troubles, it seemed like. So now LeMaster gets the shot to serve. Tough play for the Applemen there. Good pass to the middle. Campbell's able to handle it. Gorman dug out by the Applemen. And Dugan just barely getting over the tape for the Applemen. Better to be lucky than good sometimes.
Absolutely.
16-11.
When things are just going your way, you'll take it. And that wasn't the case in that first set for Musselman. Nothing was going their way. And now you see there, just as you said, a little bit of luck goes a long way.
I'm going to travel far for that set was Copenhagen. Musselman left side. Stays alive. Dumped over by Meza. Free ball from the Applemen. Copenhaver goes back to Gorman on the left side, and that's another kill for Gorman. 16-12. See Crane and Copenhaver come off, and it'll be Davenport and Green that come on. And just in is the serve for the ace. The Applemen let it go.
Yeah, you heard them yelling out, but as I say, you got to follow it out. Can't just think. You got to know.
Green goes again. Thurston. Down ball. Campbell gets the kill from the middle.
That was a great set to set up Campbell for the kill as well.
17-13.
Yep. Scoreboard almost gave the point to the Cardinals there for a second, but had to switch itself.
Green will set for Davenport, who has to stop and gets the kill. Again, maybe a little luckier than you were intending.
Yeah, it went off the tape of the net again, and that kind of slowed it down. And with the angle, I think slowing it down helped it stay in, as you said.
17-14, Musselman leads. Down 1-0. Ward back in for Gorman. Her serve. Maybe not the first contact you wanted, but the Applemen send it over with a free ball. Davenport right side. Good dig by the Applemen. And Kearns. Green will set for Jones. Off block. Thurston's there. Another free ball from the Applemen. Green will go to the left side again. And Musselman keeps it up again. Campbell off the tape. Meza was there. Davenport off block. Pushed over by the Applemen. Davenport sets for Jones. And these teams with a great volley here. Meza, oh, that contact. Ward can't save it. Meza didn't quite get the hit on it she wanted. And it sent it towards the Spring Mills bench. Ward with a valiant effort. Can't get there. 18-14. And Musselman, I think it's Campbell serving it into the back of the head of one of her teammates, Maddie Boyce. 18-15.
Downside of being tall.
Yeah. So Meza out, Ramkaran back in and serve. She gets this one over. It's going to have to be a down ball over the head by Boyce. Jones left side. Dug out by Thurston. It's going to be difficult. Off antenna goes the free ball attempt from Riley Dick.
Nearly had an impressive point there that I don't think anybody was expecting, but it just hit the antenna.
The Cardinals have worked it back to only being down by 2, 18-16. Need another good serve here, and they do get it. Not going to get an ace. They'll get the free ball. Green sets up Jones again. And there's another dig. Kearns doing well over there on that side. The back set attempt, not quite where Davenport needed it. She has to go and send a free ball. Too much from Boyce in the middle. 18-17. Spring Mills. Comeback almost complete.
Little surprised not getting a timeout here.
Musselman's JV coach letting them play. Set in the middle for Boyce again, off tape. Ward gets the dig. Jones has to punch it over. Too much air on that one. Applemen able to get to it. Boyce, too much on it again. Tied at 18. Setter dump. Spring Mills there for it after the serve. And Jones hits it into the net.
Yep.
The way it bounced back, I think Spring Mills thought for a second maybe they could.
I think they were just trying to get away with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They knew. They just wanted to see if the officials knew, and they did. It was clear as day that never truly made its way over.
The Cardinals work it back to a tie game, but then Musselman immediately takes the lead back. Go to the middle. LeMaster, Davenport. Ball stays alive.
Ball
pushed over. We play on. Free ball from Spring Mills. Setting left side. Too much on it. Ramkren put her hands up, but avoided it as it goes out. We're tied again.
Glad she was sitting from this side. If she was sitting from the other side, we would have been needing to watch out.
Right. Tied at 19. Copenhagen will serve again for the Cardinals. Musselman goes left side again. Dug out by Ward. Jones on their left. Off block. Too many hits. Cardinals take the lead back. 20-19.
And now it's gut check time. Can you close it out?
What a comeback by the Cardinals in the second half of the set. Punched over by Musselman in 2. Back set for Crane. Nothing doing. It ends up a free ball. Ward. Copenhagen. Jones. It's out. We're tied again.
Yeah, a lot of hang time there for these sets for Jones here this set.
Yeah, she hasn't quite been able to get it going. Either.
I'd like to see maybe a little quick one for her.
She may have to try, put a little finesse on one to get a kill in this set. Crane, down ball, it's blocked. Good job by Boyce. Spring Mills ready for it. Dumped back over to the Applemen side. It's a free ball. That was Dugan. Copenhagen will set in the middle for LeMaster. Musselman ready. Overpass. There's Jones getting the kill. Off of the overpass. Jones finally able to get something going in this set. And with Spring Mills taking a 21-20 lead, we'll get a Musselman timeout. We'll take a 30-second break with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Sometimes our customers face circumstances that stretch their financial resources. At West Virginia American Water, we're here to help. Our customer assistance program can keep your life flowing by providing one-time assistant grants of up to $500, payment installment plans, and budget billing to provide predictable monthly bills. We also offer discounts of 20% for qualified low-income customers. To learn more about our customer assistant programs, visit westvirginiaamwater.com.
Second set between Spring Mills and Musselman coming down to the wire. This second set brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons and the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Madison Jones will serve after the Musselman timeout. Line drive. Too far. We're tied at 21.
Yeah, the timeout works. Now it's the first of 4 unless it goes back and forth and we see a win by 2 situation.
Maddie Boyce serving for the Applemen. Serves it hard at Ramkeren. Crane at the net off block. Musselman able to corral it. Ramkeren on the other side. From the 10 line, here comes Jones down the line and in. She can't even believe it, it looks like.
Now, that looked like from my angle, and I'd have to see the replay in slow-mo to see if I'm even correct. Almost looked like it kind of was towards maybe more of her wrist where the contact was with that hit.
LeMaster serves. It's 22-21. This one hits off the tape. Going far for it is LeMaster. It ends up a free ball for Spring Mills. Good recovery by them. Setting left side, dug out by LeMaster. Gorman at the net and into the net. We're tied at 22. It was looking good for Spring Mills. Now we'll flip it back over. Musselman serving. Jones, don't think she got the serve-receive contact she wanted, but Crane able to get it across. Free ball by Musselman. LeMaster has to dive for that one. Jones, back line, gets it over. Musselman serves, sets middle. Back set by Copenhaver. Then doing off block. LeMaster there again. Jones from the back line into the net again for Spring Mills. Musselman takes a 23-22 lead. Musselman serves and Jones.
That's big.
Tough angle, I think, for... She wasn't sure. She got caught in between whether to put her hands up to hit it or not. And Spring Mills looking all out of sorts as this is set point for Musselman, up 24-22. Bad time for it to come. But the Applemen respond by hitting it out. 24-23. Here's Spring Mills' set chance to extend the set.
Yeah, big point right here in this second set. If Spring Mills gets the point, it forces the win by 2 scenario. If the Applemen get it, they win the set, tie us up at 1 set apiece.
You're back to the beginning of your serve rotation with Green for Spring Mills. And can Spring Mills get there? No, they cannot. 25-23. The Applemen respond after losing the first set by sending us to a third and final set. 25-23 after losing 25-13. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with the third and final JV set. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha!
Rocks Local Market.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Tied at 1 set apiece here from the Cardinal Coliseum at Spring Mills High School. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Tyler Strine behind the camera on the TV 10 side. Kyler High back at the studio. One more set to the side, the JV contest between the Cardinals and Applemen. And Musselman really got their act together from that first set. Colin, where they seemed out of sorts. Spring Mills on the other side was the one that couldn't get their defense figured out at one point and did make the comeback, but then at the end, the contact not good enough for Spring Mills, and we'll go to a third set.
Yeah, and we'll now have to see who comes out on top, both sides with a set in hand, and who will be the more consistent team. You feel like even with that set, losing it in the second one, Spring Mills has been the more consistent team because you saw Musselman with the dreadful set 1 with 13 and then 25. But now they have the momentum. Can they keep momentum is the question. And as I said, as you started the second set, momentum's a tough thing to keep here at this level because things are either really, really going your way, you're getting some luck, and then boom, it completely changes on you. And what was going your way is just completely going against you, and it seems like whatever you do, it's not right.
Consistency was a word that you used.
Yes, and you need that. And it's so tough to get here at this level because they're still learning.
I was about to say, that it feels like something we don't get in the JV matches very often. It always feels like the first set really doesn't tell you how the second set will go.
No, I wish it did. It'd help us.
We get home a little earlier, yeah. Spring Mills gets an ace to start off this third and final set.
I just meant it'd help us not sound dumb because we're like, oh, they're clearly the better team. They, won 25-13.
I thought you were that's what you were talking about, and that sort of helped. But no, that too. Campbell at the net for the Applemen. Ward off block. Back set, Davenport gets it in. Fast start for the Cardinals. Green will serve this one to the back at Soltero. A block by Davenport. Had Addy Mendez, who had to go lower for it, and Davenport heads up play to know that that's going to come right up into your hands.
Yeah, right there, right time. Great serve.
At Thurston. Campbell pushes that one. Here's Jones from the back line. Setting up left side, Soltero. Nothing doing. Ramkurin has to send the free ball. Left side for Soltero again. Another dig for the Cardinal libero. Soltero again. Not this time. Overpassed. See what the Applemen can do with it. It's just a free ball across from one side to the other. And too far. Spring Mills takes 4-0 lead.
Two tight goals there.
Green serves again. And it's out. Soltero lets it go, and it's a smart decision.
So that ends the 4-0 start, makes it 4-1.
Soltero will serve first for Musselman. And into the net it goes, 5-1. Back to the Spring Mills side for Ward to serve. Lines that one. First contact goes backwards towards the other side of the gym. And it lands as an ace, 6-1.
Most times in sports, backwards is a bad thing.
More often than not, yeah. Ward, too much on this next one, 6-2. It's like maybe the same power as the last one, but at a higher arc. Made it go farther. 6-2. Here's Campbell. Set by Green, and another miscommunication on that left side, Jones and Ward. And after watching the two of them talk to each other a bit, Jones seemed like the one who came to the conclusion that, oops, I did something wrong.
I don't know if it was a bad set as well, but I feel like you're probably more so in the right that there was just a communication error of who was supposed to go get that
neither went after
nobody
it.
Nobody did, and just
6-3. Campbell will serve again. It's received by White. Davenport blocked, but nobody there for the follow-up from Musselman.
Great technique there by Davenport. Had the steps, 1-2, went up with a great jump. As she said, off block the rest of the way to get the kill. This starting to look like set one.
Ramkarin almost able to get an ace there. Soltero has a dive for it. Just a free ball from Musselman. Down ball hit from White. Too far. 7-4.
Getting some subs.
It looks like Flora Dunham checking in to serve here. Kirsten Rutherford checks in up towards the net. So does Venny for Musselman. And that's a bad first contact from Spring Mills. Makes it an ace for Musselman. 7-5.
Cut the early lead in half. We'll see if Dunham can make it a 1-point deficit for the Applemen. Good serve. Boom.
Another ace. 7-6.
Yep, she went with the short serve, and Spring Mills wasn't ready for it.
Timeout Spring Mills at 7-6. We'll take the 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Seven to 6. Cardinals lead the Applemen in the third and final JV set. A few points in a row for the Applemen. Forced the Cardinal timeout. Down ball hit from Spring Mills. And it's just a free ball from Musselman on their side. LeMaster finds the open space on the left side for a kill. 8-6. Copenhaver serves next. Her serve goes at Thurston. Musselman on the left side. Nothing doing for Rutherford. It's a down ball hit that goes too far from White, making it 8-7.
Yeah, it was just a tough third hit for White there, and didn't really have a jump to put the arc of the ball downward with. Just hit it across, and it sailed.
Here's a serve that goes into the face of LeMaster. Ramkarin had the dive for it, and that's just where it ended up going.
It was another short one for Ramkarin to try to get to, and she couldn't.
That was Madeline Dugan with the ace, and she follows it up with one in the net. Can't win them all. 9-8, Spring Mills.
I get one, you get one.
Yep, despite their struggles, Spring Mills opened up with a strong enough start to still have the lead here. Jones serving next. Venny has to send over a free ball. LeMaster pushes this one. Musselman's there. Soltero. Here's Crane on the Spring Mills side. Too much on it. Tied at 9.
Yep, just went right through the block. No fingertips, making contact with it.
Layla Vinny next to serve for Musselman. Goes over to Spring Mills' right side. Ramkarin down ball hit. Serve to the left side. Soltero. Nothing doing. Ward near the net. Punches it over with the left hand. Rutherford. Free ball. He'll go Jones. Venny barely gets there, but overpasses over to the net. Spring Mills, another shot. They'll go middle this time. Lemaster into the net. 10-9 Musselman.
Yeah, she was just too far back for what she wanted to do.
Venny serves again and pushes it to the right and out. We're tied back up. Another serve from Naomi Lemaster. Free ball from Musselman. Ward left side. A lot of power on that one, but Musselman's there. Campbell in the middle. Dug out. Burkholder gets the kill. Dugan couldn't quite handle it. Lemaster will serve again. Soltero diving for that one. Campbell, it's an overpass from Spring Mills. See if Musselman can take advantage. Rutherford, big hit, out. (12-10) Spring Mills. This time, Lemaster's serve goes out. 12-11.
See both teams kind of starting to lose a little bit of stamina here.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Just simple mistakes, silly mistakes, keeping this close.
Third set goes to 25 in JV.
Yep.
More diving. Point Musselman. I think one way or another that point was going to Musselman. 12-12. Ward with the first touch on that serve. Ramkren has to come up and push it.
Interesting.
Not great contact from Musselman on the other side either, but Campbell able to get it over. There's a hit from Ward. Left side, Soltero off the block. Spring Mills is there for it.
A great recovery by the libero.
Another free ball. Copenhagen, left side set for Ward, and she gets the kill.
Did the scoreboard mess up?
I believe so. I was trying to wait a second to see if they would change it before saying that it's 13-12 Spring Mills, which is what it should be. And Spring Mills can't get there. So we have gotten the scoreboard sorted out as it goes to 13-13. Soltero, another serve for Musselman. There's Maddie Jones. Down ball, a kill for Soltero. Lucy Soltero puts Musselman up 14-13.
Yeah, we're starting to come full circle here in this third set. It's been a weird one. It started with a 7-3 lead, favors Spring Mills, so it felt more like set one. Here at 14-13 Musselman, it's starting to feel like set two.
Green sets up Davenport. Thurston's there. Campbell in the middle, right at Avery Ward. A back set. Davenport in the net. She might have rushed it. Seemed like it was a very good pass by Green. Good decision. I don't think Musselman saw the back set coming. But Davenport sends it into the net, and here's an ace to follow it up. 16-13 Musselman.
Yeah, just tough for Remker in there. Wanted to play it, saw that it was above her shoulders or pretty close to it, so she wanted to then decide to get out of the way. As
Another
ace, as that one was short. But back to my point, Karen trying to get out of the way and just couldn't. It hit her right in the shoulder.
17-13 Musselman. Jones having to slide for that one. Gets up with the down ball hit. Set up middle, blocked by Burkholder. Overpassed back to Spring Mills. Ward down the line and in. 17-14. Spring Mills won't go away without a fight. Ward will serve again. And first contact, not great for Musselman, but they will recover and send the free ball. Jones, too much, and it's out. Musselman with a 4-point lead with just 7 points left for them to get. Campbell serves it at Jones. Back set for Davenport again, and too much on it. Into the Musselman bench, makes it 19-14.
What a comeback this would be for Musselman if they're able to hang on after the dreadful start in the first set.
Lost that first set 25-13. Jones finds an open spot to get the kill. 19-15.
And that's what you need if you're Spring Mills trying to get back into this. You need Ward and Jones on the outside. Be getting their swings rolling here down this stretch.
Ramkaran serves again for Spring Mills. Ends up in a free ball from the Applemen. Jones goes soft touch again and again gets the kill.
There you go, back-to-back points for her.
We saw her putting a little too much on it in the second set. Responds with a couple kills by using some more finesse here in set number 3. 19-16. Set up Soltero left side and gets the kill. Actually, that's Riley Dick that makes it 20-16. Musselman.
Tough angle. Really close to the antenna.
Dick struggled a little bit on that side in set number 2, but a nice response for her.
Yeah.
Here's Dunham serving again for the Applemen, and that'll be her only serve this time around. 20-17 as it goes in the net.
Can't be doing that here down the stretch.
Gives Spring Mills the serve back. Emmeline Copenhaver.
Aggressive trying to get the ace, but sometimes when you have the lead here at this point, you got to just play it safe and make sure you get it across.
She'll serve it at Thurston. A back set. And into the net goes Riley Dick. 20-18. Spring Mills with a late comeback once again. Like last set, but didn't turn into a set victory for them.
They ran out of energy having to fight back. And Musselman was able to take it back and pull away, and they're
out all the way on that one. 21-18. Next to serve for Musselman is Madeline Dugan. Jones, last second stab at that one. Free ball from the Cardinals. Little set left side. Soltero Spring Mills was there. LeMaster tried to push it to the left. Pushed it into the net instead.
Just timing wasn't there. Ball was already coming down by the time she made contact.
We're on the other side of this for the first time in this third set. Applemen, 3 points to go and up by 4. 22-18. Jones again. Soft touch. Gets it to fall. The Applemen have gotten so used to her putting a lot of power behind her hits at the net. She's gotten 3 kills out of going the opposite way with it in this set. 22-19. And that one's an ace. Just barely over the net. Thurston couldn't handle it. 22-20. Musselman wants a timeout. We'll take 30 seconds with them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
22-20 in our third and final JV set between Spring Mills and Musselman. The Applemen with the 2-point lead. The Cardinals with the serve. Will Jones let the timeout get to her? Serve goes right at Thurston. Musselman to hit from Soltero on the left side. Ward on Spring Mills' left gets the kill. The lead's down to 1. Jones again. Another ace. Tied at 22. Spring Mills trying to pull off a miraculous comeback here in the third and final set to redeem their set 2 loss. Another line drive served by Jones. It's a free ball from Thurston. Ramkarin, Copenhaver, Crane outside of the antenna.
She went up with the left hand, and at that angle, you got to go with the right. You got to be able to come across on the near side. You can't go with that left hand, even if it's your dominant hand.
I guess she's left-handed. Yeah. Couldn't go with the non-dominant one. It's 23-22 Musselman. Here's Ward on the left side. Gets the kill to tie it back up.
Well, what else would you expect when you go to a third set here in the JV match?
Third and final sets brought to you by CMA Honda Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA moving lives forward. It's an ace for Naomi LeMaster.
We're here at 24-23. Timeout. Musselman, what a turnaround here down the stretch. It felt like the Applemen were going to pull away and have it in hand, and now Spring Mills 1 point away from sealing the deal.
Match point here in set 3. Also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. Match point for Spring Mills. Quick timeout. Quick timeout from the Applemen. Had the one to use. Spring Mills talking about it a little longer.
And again, if Musselman is to get the point here, it forces the win by 2 scenario. If Spring Mills gets the point, it's over.
LeMaster. I need one more good serve from her. Rise the tape, and it's an ace! off the net and falls to give Spring Mills the victory. 25-23. Spring Mills dominates set number 1, falters in set number 2, and pulls it out just barely in set number 3. It's one of the better JV matches I feel like we've had in a minute.
Absolutely.
There, Colin.
I didn't expect it to be that competitive the way it started, but a great finish, and we'll hope that the energy brought there in the end feeds over here to the varsity match. Can you get a shot of the little banner to our left? So it looks like
once the sides clear out, we'll get 20 minutes on the countdown clock.
Yep, that looks good. Looks like we got some Spring Mills volleyball campers here. As you can see, a Mighty Mini Cardinals sign getting ready to be run through by them. Hopefully it goes well. You usually see those kind of
you never know
funny
those,
videos
right?
where it's like Pee Wee football trying to run through those paper banners. They don't tend to go well all the time.
But I think that gives us maybe a little bit of a reason to stay here until they officially start this 20-minute countdown. Go leading into the varsity match. There's 20 put up on the clock. So once we go to break here, it'll be a 5-minute break. And then
Make this a little bit of a post-game show.
Yeah, this can be our post-game. Brought to you by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. And Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Field & Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. JV post-game. We'll have a 5-minute break once we do go to break. When we come back, we'll have our varsity pregame. You'll hear Colin and his pre-recorded interviews when he caught up earlier with Coach Martz and Coach Junkin. We'll get into set up and ready for the varsity match. Get you the starting lineups. They'll run through team introductions, national anthem, and we'll have at least 3 more sets of volleyball for you. Maybe 4, maybe 5. We'll see.
Yeah.
Between Musselman and Spring Mills.
As I said at the start of the JV match, this, for the varsity level, is a rubber match. They played already a regional match that went 3-1 in favor of Musselman. But then in a tournament in Tennessee a few weeks ago, it was Spring Mills getting a 2-1 win. So we'll see which side gets the win here this time around.
Spring Mills out on the court with the Mighty Midi Cardinals. With that, let's go ahead and start our 5-minute break. We'll come back with pregame for varsity. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control 4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more. about you.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
The Cardinal Coliseum, it's now time for varsity volleyball action on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube, as tonight the Spring Mills Cardinals play host to the Musselman Applemen. Pre-game coverage is brought to you by the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Sean Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343 or stop in, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Pre-game coverage also brought to you by the W. Harley Miller Systems. Custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call them at 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. As I was getting a little worried there looking down at the paper, because if you look down, you lose sight of the Spring Mills warm-ups here, and they are surrounding us as a ball would have just whacked Dylan in the face if it wasn't for a spectator walking right in front of him, taking it to the gut instead.
I'm always ready to catch it, Colin, even when it doesn't look like I am.
Even when you're opening up a Gatorade and looking down, you would have been ready? Sure.
I'm like Tobey Maguire, man. I'll just grab that out of the air. I don't need to be looking.
We have Tyler Strine, our cameraman, back in the studio. Kyler Howey had a pretty good match at the JV level to begin the night. Now we'll see here who comes out on top in this varsity match between the two. As I've already mentioned during our JV coverage for the varsity level, these two teams have split in the regular season so far. The one that counted, though, here to conference standings in the region, it was a 3-1 set win for Musselman towards the beginning of the year. But then a few weeks ago in a tournament down in Tennessee, it was Spring Mills getting a 2-1 victory over the Applemen. So we'll see if that gives them the confidence to come out here and pull off the upset tonight.
Yeah, I've been impressed by Spring Mills when we've gotten to see them, at the very least, because impressive as Martinsburg has been, Spring Mills was able to put up a solid fight against them, taking a set off of Musselman in their game in Inwood. And then a tournament game is a tournament game. It's not the same as conference play. It can be a little wonky sometimes, perhaps, but they got the win in 3 sets against Musselman. And, maybe this is just a bit of a retooling year for Musselman to where they're not at quite as strong as they have been in some of the last 2, 3, 4 years or years even prior to that. But they're still an incredibly well-coached team with a lot of talent. So taking sets off of them in general is impressive. I'm intrigued to see what it looks like tonight.
Pause here for a little bit of a pregame ceremony here, as for those that you can clearly see, tonight is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, as you have multiple breast cancer survivors here for family members of Spring Mills, as you see multiple players going up and giving flowers to those either currently battling or have battled breast cancer. As you can see, Spring Mills also in their pink uniforms tonight. They got the pink streamers, pink balloons. I think a lot of people, if not almost everyone now, knows somebody affected by cancer somehow, some way. There's many different forms. And, of course, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had, in the month of September, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. We've seen multiple schools have Ava May Night. Martinsburg had one a few weeks ago against Musselman, and Hedgesville did it for Ava May as well, a current Martinsburg student. But you see here tonight the breast cancer awareness, and a very touching moment here all around. This flower still being given out. Now they'll resume the warm-ups as Musselman gets the court solo now. And you can see them also in their pink uniforms here tonight.
Well, yeah, Spring Mills JV went with their light pinks that they had. Musselman with a darker pink on their side. And
that's the point I wanted to make, though, before that, because you mentioned the facts. Is it a retooling, rebuilding year for Musselman? And it's weird to say that, because you look, it's still a team that's 7-1 in the conference. That one loss being Hedgesville. They took care of business against everybody else, and they're still a team with 20 wins. So what exactly is a retool or a rebuild for them?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where they may not be as good as they have been, but, perennial state champion is the level that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Good as they have been, so to say. But this year, yeah, I mean, you had graduations in the last handful of years, like Ada McCoy, Hannah Howard, Keely Chrisman. I don't know if anybody on this team this year is up to the level of those players, but they do have a lot of solid players that, again, are well coached by Coach Martz and crew, and can still be really tough to handle if you're not on that elite level.
And here for Spring Mills. They still got the height, even without Sammy Stevens. You still got Lexi Stevens as a sophomore now. We'll see how she does here tonight for the Cardinals as a ball comes over here and ricochets around. Thank you, Coach Simpson. It took a battery to the floor there for us. As you got to be careful over here in our little corner that they set us up in. You never know when a ball's going to fly our way. But back to the point that I was trying to make, you see Stevens, that's 6'2". You got Mullen and Spurgeon, though, both at 5'10". So the height advantage clearly in favor of Spring Mills as Bolden rescues us there, was collecting a ball, and here comes another one our way, Dylan. There we go. If you weren't getting it, I was going to get it. But let's step aside, take a 2-minute break. That way we can reset, hear from the coaches, and make sure we don't get whacked here in the Cardinal Coliseum. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee Wee to the big boys to the wing T formation. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha! Omaha!
Rocks Local Market.
You feel that in the air? The precision passes of expletives thrown from a jersey-clad warrior to his TV, his dog, or anyone that'll listen. It's time for tailgating and showing off those parking lot picnics. Just remember, when you come out of the fourth quarter to 5 new dents, remember Cody's Auto Body is your MVP. I can erase those dents, just not the memory of your team's awful record. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
We welcome you back to the Cardinal Coliseum. About 8 minutes left here in pregame warm-up, so let's now hear from both teams' head coaches, and we'll start off with the visiting Musselman Applemen. First joined by the head coach of the Musselman Lady Applemen, Sean Maritz. Coach, it's getting late here into the season. How's your team playing down the stretch?
Well, we had a really nice match last week against Broad Neck out of Maryland. They were big school runner-up last year, and they were ranked, I think, 6th in the state of Maryland. And we beat them in 5 at our place. So really, we showed some promise and some improvement. So we're hoping we can build on that win and, keep improving and hope to peak down the stretch, hopefully.
Is it easier or harder to keep your girls focused as the season progresses?
Oh, we've been traveling so much, it's just a matter of, trying to fight the exhaustion. And, we do have a little bit of a layoff. It's kind of unusual this year down the stretch. We only have 2 matches these last couple of weeks. Normally we have a quad and some other matches. And then regionals are stretched out this year with no sectionals. So we'll have a good bit of downtime. Hopefully gives kids some time off and get some fresh legs and get them reinvigorated for the stretch run.
Tonight it's Spring Mills, a team that you guys have played once already in the EPAC part, and I believe also in a tournament as well, correct? How'd those matches go?
We won the first one at our place. I think was it 3-1 or 3-0? I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. They all kind of run together. Then they beat us in 2 out of 3 in the gold bracket at the Tennessee tournament, 2-1. So they're certainly capable, and we didn't play very well, and they played well in that match. So it's kind of the rubber match tonight.
How do you make sure your team's at its best here tonight to get that win?
We had a pretty good practice. We're just, working on solidifying some things, and hopefully, I think they know what's on the line. Tonight's pretty important for seeding for regionals. I know the kids are going to come out and play hard.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Thank you. I'm now joined by Spring Mills Lady Cardinal head coach Sam Junkin. Coach, your team here down the stretch, how have they been playing?
Better. Yeah, we're slowly progressing. We're trying to peak at the right time for the season here. First of the season was really rough. We've had we linked a couple good matches together. We played well in a tournament last weekend, and looking to try to carry that into this momentum here.
I asked Coach March this question. I'll ask you it as well. As the season progresses, is it easier or harder to keep your girls focused?
We're trying. I don't know. As we get into this, there's different aspects that come up. So really the main focus that we're focused on to try to make sure is to ensure we reduce the unforced errors and we stay focused and not worry about any past plays. We reset and try to play the play that we're in there the best we can, and then reset and play that again. That's kind of been the mantra. Our thought process is stay inside your bubble. Let's focus on what we can control and keep moving throughout the game. If we can do that, we typically fare pretty well.
Tonight it's Musselman, a team that you guys have now split with here, even though one only counts within the conference, and that's the one that you guys lost. So how do you make sure this time when it counts to the regional seeding that you guys come out on top?
Yeah, it's an important game for us. The fact that we've beat them previously, like in a tournament style, from where we're at, I think it gives us a little confidence, knowing that we can get into that. And at this point, it's all kind of in the mind, right? We got to really believe that we can actually win the game, go in and play the game and execute. If we can reduce the errors, that's the only thing that's preventing us from pretty much every other team, right? If you control your unforced errors and you play solid ball, you typically win matches, and that's where we're going to focus on.
Thank you, Coach, for the time. Appreciate it.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you to both teams' head coaches. We'll step aside and take another 2-minute break, and on the other side of the 2-minute break, we'll introduce you to both teams and continue with more pregame coverage. This is EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We are back in 2 minutes.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Welcome back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. About a minute and a half or so left here in pregame warm-ups as Spring Mills out there practicing its serves now as they get ready to host the Musselman Applemen here tonight. I'm Colin McLaughlin for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. As I was ready for that one, but it went a little bit short there. Tyler Strine, our cameraman, back in the studio is Kyler High. I wish we could have like an invisible force field or something in front of us to keep these balls away, but still be able to see the court as well. Can you get on that for us? Find the call up the invisible force field company, Dylan.
I'll call up Dr. Strange to see what
Thank you.
he can do for us. But yeah, usually, luckily during the game when there's only one ball flying around, it doesn't end up being much of an issue.
Warm-ups is where we usually have more in the danger zone. So let's introduce both teams, starting off with the visiting Musselman Applemen, coached by Sean Martz, 20-13 overall, 7-1 in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. For Musselman, you have number 11, Olivia Alice, number 21, Ella Collis, number 7, Leah Dunham, Gracie Gantz, wearing either number 19 or 12, depending on the jerseys they wear, which are the pink ones tonight, and not entirely sure which one that means she'll be wearing, so we'll have to wait and see here. Could possibly be wearing number 5 as well. We'll see. Bianca Hutzler is number 3. Layla Kearns, number 8. Raylan Kisner, number 14. Alicia Miller, number 9. Being Allie Miller. Maddie Shelton, number 17. Lucy Soltero, number 25. Reese Troxler's number 4. Brielle Wolf is number 6. And Ashlyn Weatherholtz is number 10. And it looks like she is wearing number 5 now, at being Gracie Gantz. It's the former player that wore number 5, no longer member of the program. Now for Spring Mills, coached by Sam Junkin, coming in with a record of 12-9-1, 2-6 in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. We have number 8, Gabby Millot. Number 3, Mallory Schlosser, the libero. Number 11 is McKenna Mullen. Number 13, Sasha Connor. Number 10 is Brooke Everhart. Number 15, Irene Ofwegbu. Number 1 is Ava Kithcart. Number 4, Ella Streit. Number 12 is Lexi Stevens. Number 5 is Maddie Jones. Number 9 is Avery Ward. Number 6, Karina Remkaren. Number 14 is Olivia Spurgeon. Number 2 is Marley Hull. And lastly, number 7 is Ariana Bolden, as both teams out on the court. Again, both teams wearing pink, as it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month and Breast Cancer Awareness Night specifically for Spring Mills. As in case you missed it earlier, they gave out roses to those in the stands either currently battling or a survivor of breast cancer. A very touching moment here in the Cardinal Coliseum to witness. If you missed it, we'll replay this later throughout the week on TV10, and you can always go back and rewatch on WRNR TV on YouTube. It's also camper night, as the mighty mini Cardinals in attendance here, as you can see, along with Spring Mills, as they had their volleyball camp earlier and are now allowing the members that participated in that camp to come out with the team here today. So let's step aside and take a break. Make it a 3-minute break. Back at the studio, please, Kyler. And on the other side of that 3-minute break, we will be ready for varsity volleyball action here in the EPAC on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 3 minutes.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy busy schedule when you don't have to. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Arden Nullville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
We welcome you back here inside the Cardinal Coliseum as both teams now shake hands at midcourt, which means it's time for set number one, which is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. They're revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at FordofHagerstown.com. As well as Power, Beck, and Matt Zurif law offices. Call 304-264-8870. Speak with an attorney today or visit www.lawpbm.com. Spring Mills on the left in the lighter pink. Musselman on the right in the darker pink. And we're ready to go here for tonight's varsity volleyball match, best 3 of 5.
Yeah, we'll see if Spring Mills can come out with a strong start here at home. All the extra festivities going on along with the game. See if that's some extra motivation. And you need to come out strong against a team like Musselman.
Looks like it will be the Applemen serving first, as I can see the ball on their side. And going back to serve first will be Allie Miller, the libero.
Miller's been a member of the varsity team since she was a freshman.
And pretty much has been the libero all the time as well. Maybe not her first year. I think we saw
Not her
some
first year.
her first year, but not every
But
match.
Eventually becoming the libero, but got time as a freshman.
And her serves across. Spring Mills on the outside. Might have been off block from Connor. Now it's Musselman on the attack, and that's going to sail up into the upper part of the wall on the backside for a Musselman point.
Big time hit. Strong start for the Applemen.
That lined right to Connor. Now it's Mullen across. Shelton setting it up, and a finesse over top. That was Wolf. Now Stevens puts it across to the Musselman side. It's back and forth we go. Let's see attack from Bolden. It's dug out by Shelton. Miller setting up Troxler, and it's out. Point Spring Mills.
Set up well, just a little too much on it. Ties us up.
Sasha Connor now to serve. It goes right to Allie Miller. And now a dump on the third hit. Middle attack. Stevens swings away, but it's right at Gantz. Now it's hit across by Wolf. And that one goes into the net as Mullen couldn't put it over. Point Musselman. They now lead at 2-1.
Both sides coming out with some good passing to start out.
The serve, tough one for Connor to get to. That makes Bolden have to have a very better serve, or set, excuse me, for Mullen, and they set up Mullen again, does Spring Mills. And that's hit across in one. We'll see if the Cardinals can feed Mullen a third time. Defense right now strong. It's Shelton on the attack for the Applemen. Not a lot behind that one. Again, Mullen off block. And she gets the point. We're tied at 2.
Really impressive start from McKenna Mullen, only a junior. You can see just how much height she gets on these jumps near the net when you're down at court level.
Schlosser serves it across. And that's just a great swing in the middle. Nothing Spring Mills could do there. Point Musselman.
Ella Collis. Big time swing from the middle.
Going back to serve now for the Applemen, Layla Kearns. And it's short, but Connor's there. Here's Bolden now, putting it across. Shelton off tape. Point Musselman. 4-2.
And this Musselman team might not have one player to the level of a, let's say, Hannah Howard, Ada McCoy, Keely Chrisman, but there's a lot of experience in this group, and you can tell that they play a smart, fundamental game.
Shelton puts this one too far and out of play. So that's a point for Spring Mills, making it 4-3. It's Bolden now back to serve. Her serve. Short, but played by Musselman. And after the scramble now and set up Alice. A great diving dig by Schlosser. Here's Connor off tape. Miller with a diving dig as well on the opposite end. Now 10-line attack. Here's Schlosser. Bolden hitting it up for Connor off tape. And that drops right in front of Wolf. We're tied at 4.
Speaking of experience, Sasha Connor, one of the two freshmen, seniors that played a lot as freshmen for Spring Mills. Her and Brooke Everhart, the only two seniors on the Spring Mills team.
But she's been a 4-year starter for sure. As Musselman have to send a free ball. Here's Mullen through the block, and Spring Mills has a 5-4 lead.
You see Mullen looks back at Bolden and says that was a perfect set. And I was thinking the same exact thing, where gave Mullen so much time to ramp up and hit that one with so much power.
Collis from the middle, tapping it over the block. Good recovery by Spring Mills, and that goes off the antenna. Tough angle for Mullen to get to on the set. So we are now deadlocked at 5.
You see a lot of
trading blows early.
Mullen, a lot of communication so far. And you can see that across a lot of the Spring Mills side here with Connor as well.
Looks like that one hit the antenna and kind of changed its angle, so they got to straighten it out, which is going to delay the serve briefly for Musselman. I believe that's Weatherholz. Yep. And her serve short. That little delay of fixing the antenna makes it 6-5 Spring Mills. Almost as effective as a timeout icing her serve as Mullen puts it short, though, as well. So
get it right back.
There you go. You get it right back. It's 6-all. So now it'll be Shelton to serve. Her serves across. Schlosser. Bolden setting up Connor on the outside, right to Miller. Shelton. A free ball sent across by Alice. Bolden setting up Connor again, tapping it over the block. Alice dives for it, but can't get out of the way for Miller to get it. Otherwise, there might have been a dog pile that ensued on the Applemen side, and football's not until Friday, making it 7-6. No, I'm not saying it the other way, high schoolers. 8-6 now.
6-8. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Serve to Miller. Shelton setting up the outside. Troxler puts it across. Spring Mills sends a free ball. Quick attack in the middle. Oh. Spring Mills scrambling in another free ball. Now Musselman scrambles. It's an overhit. Stevens went up for it and whiffed. Point Musselman.
Almost a really heads-up dump from Leah Dunham that Spring Mills ended up being able to play, but Musselman gets the point in the end.
Alice from Musselman serving it across. Here's Bolden setting it up, and it's hit across by Hull. Point Cardinals.
Just barely off the block. The block needed to be set up a little further to Musselman's right. Couldn't quite get there.
Serves across. Connor over the block and right to Gantz. Now Troxler hitting it out.
Troxler's got to rein in or hits a little bit. Strong start again, Spring Mills.
Quick attack off block. Point Musselman, though. They get it back as a kill for Leah Dunham.
It's his second possession or in the last 3 here that Dunham has looked now impressive in the middle.
10-8 Spring Mills. Miller lines it across to Connor. It across here, Spring Mills, and what a shot there with the spike. Point Musselman. I believe that was Wolf on the outside drilling that one down.
We haven't seen a ton of Wolf in Musselman, but she's looked like a impressive, critical part of this team so far.
Hollis hits it over, blocked by Stevens. Stevens Can't get the block that time from Troxler, but it's kept alive. Here's Bolden with a very tough angle, backpedaling while hitting it. There's Wolf again, though. Point Musselman, or tied at 10.
Wolf looking strong on that left side.
Miller. Ace for the Applemen. They take an 11-10 lead.
Spring Mills, wrong decision to let that one go that time.
See Allie Miller serve again here now.
Brielle Wolf, a freshman for Musselman.
Connor. A lot for Stevens from the middle. Off block. Gets the kill. Or knotted up at 11.
Stevens just so tall in the middle that it's hard not to get a few easy points just going to her in the middle.
Yeah, 6'2", towering over pretty much everybody out there. Hit across. This time they go to Mullen with a free swing, but it's right to Miller. Through the block and it up towards the rafters. Mullen again on the outside. This time right to Wolf, overhitting it. Bolden keeping it alive. Malat. Mullen down line and gets the angle successfully to give Spring Mills the 12-11 lead.
Strong leaping ability really can be an advantage. You jump that high up in the air, it gives you that extra angle, extra comfort in moving your body around.
Connor
find those
serves
spots.
It across. Troxler gets the kill. And it's a point. Tying us up yet again. (12-12) now. The ball trying to find its way to the other side.
Feeling pretty evenly matched so far.
Connor Malott from Mullen. Sit across to Musselman. Set. Wolf. Off block, but it stays on Spring Mill's side. Point Applemen, they now lead 13-12. Serves across, it's low. Connor gets it. Tough angle from Malott to get to, and now a free ball sent across by Connor. Miller. Here's the setup. Shelton just past the block, but stays alive. Bolden past the block. Musselman ready for it defensively. Now on the attack, and that is out. We continue to go back and forth. It's 13-all here in the first set.
And neither side really able to sustain the success.
I think the largest lead we've had is 3. That is out. A serve error making it 14-13 Musselman. Subs coming in now on the Musselman side. Looks like serving now is Layla Kearns. Goes right to Connor. Well, that's setting up the middle attack. It's across and too much on it that time from Spurgeon, making it 15-13 Musselman.
Whichever team makes the least amount of mistakes usually wins the set.
Mullen, cross. That's out. Now?
Nose in.
Okay, the official over here put her flag up indicating out, but
overruled, I guess.
Overruled. 16-13 is the score. Bolden putting it through the block to the Musselman side. Alice across again. Here's Bolden putting it to the opposite side for Connor. Great job keeping it alive. That was Hutzler, but poor passing in the end gives the point to Spring Mills, making it 16-14. Bolden serves it across. Shelton setting up Collis. Spring Mill scrambling now. Wow. A one-fisted free ball sent across. And now a very overhit ball by Musselman makes it 16-15 as Collis just couldn't get the angle properly across. Bolden serving it. Musselman scrambling. And a free ball sent.
And Musselman needs to reset a little bit. They're getting out of sorts.
And we are knotted up at 16.
Little run here from Spring Mills. And then back in it. And Musselman has to lock back in, or else Spring Mills could swing it the other way.
Bolden, another line serve across, and that is very tough to receive, and Musselman has to send another free ball. That just finessed across. Now a dump in two. Spring Mills ready for it. A free ball sent now by the Cardinals. That through the block, right to Schlosser. Mullen punching it to the back line, and it's in. Spring Mills now leads at 17-16.
Mullen's having a fantastic first set.
You can tell they clearly want to get her going. She's met expectations. Bolden across to Wolf. Shelton setting up Alice, right to Schlosser. Bolden setting up Mullen again, and this time, though, she puts it in the net.
And there will come a point where Spring Mills is going to have to spread the ball around a little more because Mullen clearly is the player they trust most to get them the kills. But eventually Musselman's going to adjust to that. And also, Mullen is going to need a break.
17 all, the serve across. Well, does she? She's blocked this time.
Block was there, yeah.
So they do switch the attack, and it's blocked again. Collision. Free ball. Spring Mill scrambling to recover. Here's Musselman's attack. Off block. Schlosser backpedaling. Puts it up. Bolden. Mullen. Again in the net. Yeah, looks like you might be right here, Dylan. 18-17 Musselman. Again, Mullen putting it right into the net.
So you don't want to be too focused on one or two players when passing because the defense is going to adjust to that. Get over to that side quicker with the block.
Weatherholtz nearly gets the ace. Instead, it's a free ball sent across. Here's Shelton on the outside off block. Schlosser. Bolden. Mullen. Weatherholtz. Shelton and a free ball. Mullen wasn't ready that time. Has to send a free ball. Can the Applemen capitalize and go up by two? Yes, they can. Olivia Alice making it 19-17 here in the first set.
It's felt like it's been a minute since Musselman has been able to get something like that going on the offensive attack for them. Finally a moment for them to break through after a cold streak.
Middle attack, and it's just tapped across, and Musselman wasn't ready for it. As Spurgeon makes it 19-18.
That's why you spread the ball around. It can kind of be like in football where there's there's one wide receiver that you really want to throw the ball to. Eventually the coverage is going to get tighter, maybe a double team. So can you throw it over the middle to the tight end instead? Sort of thing we got there.
Set up for Connor on the outside now as she puts it across. Here's Alice off block. This time it's Connor again, right to Miller. Hutzler for Alice, and it's out. We're tied at 19. Which side's going to lock in here down the stretch to go up 1-0? Hard serve across. Here's Alice. Blocked. Musselman tries to keep it alive and ran out of hits. 20-19 Spring Mills now. Timeout. Musselman will take a 30-second break with them, then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Beck & Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
We welcome you back here in the first set of varsity volleyball in the EPAC between Spring Mills and Musselman. Spring Mills here in the Cardinal Coliseum with the 1-point advantage and the serve out of the Musselman timeout. Whistle blows. Here we go. Mullen puts it across. Musselman attached from the middle, and they hit it out. 21-19.
Yep.
Dunham too much underneath it.
Just barely.
Mullen. All right to Wolf. And a dump in two. Spring Mills. Can they get it across? They just barely put the free ball over. Alice. Great job absorbing it with the dig. Is Mullen, and now it's across to the Musselman side. Finesse that time. Spring Mills able to get on the court and ready. Here's Mullen. Right to Hutzler. Shelton sending it our way. Bolden gets it. Mullen to the back line. Musselman scrambling. Alice in the middle. Schlosser just gets it. Here's Connor off block. Stays on the Cardinal side. Connor again. Over the block. Musselman all on the floor getting there. And a free ball now as back and forth we go. Here at 21-19. Who's going to get the point? Shelton trying to get it for the Applemen. Can't do it. Free ball. Musselman trying again. Shelton off block. Finally gets it for the Applemen, making it 21-20. And it's points like that that we've seen here in these close sets that just puts that light bulb on for the Applemen to where they take over. Will they do so now? Schlosser. That very close to the net, just over. Shelton setting up the middle. Connor off block. Musselman keeping it alive, trying to tie us up here at 21-all. Alice just gets it in.
Well, something to watch here for the end of this set is before that point, McKenna Mullen went to the bench for Spring Mills in their rotation.
Kithcart out there right now in her place. Schlosser, tough first pass, retreating Connor, puts it right in the middle, and now a mistake. Into the net it goes. Point Musselman as Marley Hall tried to dump it and sent it right in the middle of the webbing. Musselman now leads at 22-21. Timeout Spring Mills after 3 straight points for the Applemen. Will keep things here. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Dylan Bishop alongside me. Our cameraman here tonight, Tyler Strine. Back at the studio is Kyler High. Best 3 of 5 here in this varsity match. The second and final meeting in EPAC play between these two. There was a meeting in a weekend tournament in Tennessee that counts to their regular season records still, but not to their conference records and regional seeding as well. 22-21, Musselman with the serve. Off tape, Schlosser just gets there on a late surge on the ground. And at a tough angle, Troxler still manages to get it across. Spurgeon, Miller with the dig. Alice puts that one into the Spring Mills bench, and we're tied at 22.
Now here comes Stevens back on for Spring Mills.
Spurgeon now to serve. Lines it across. Shelton setting up Alice off block. Bolden recovers it. Here's Connor. Very tough angle and a weird spin as well on that ball as that tapped over the block. On the ground is Connor to get it. That hit across by Hull. A dump in 2. Stevens ready to swan it back across. That goes to the back line. Stevens with a set. Connor hits it across. You don't usually see the 6'2" Stevens with a set there. As a hit across and one as Bolden just had to keep Spring Mill surviving.
Big time dig by Bolden there.
What a volley here at 22 all. That almost hits the basketball hoop above. Now a free ball. Spring Mill's looking to capitalize on it. Connor can't get it. Now it's Musselman sending it back. And it goes into the net from Wolf. And Spring Mills retakes the lead here at 23-22.
Freshman mistake. 23-22. I wonder if at 24 the rotation will get Mullen back in.
Spurgeon across on the serve. That blocked by Stevens. Alice off block. Go to Connor on the outside. She puts too much underneath it. We're tied at 23 now here in set one. Schlosser's going to check back in, the libero for the Cardinals.
Asking a lot of Sasha Connor on the left side late in this set without Mullen out there.
Gantz enters and serves now for the Applemen. Goes to Kithcart. Bolden. Connor putting it to Miller. Shelton setting up Wolf. And it's out. Point. Spring Mills, 24-23 now. Set point opportunity for the Cardinals. As Gabby Malott going to enter in. But first it looks like we're going to get a timeout from Musselman here at 24-23. Let's quickly take a 30-second break, then be back with more EPAC Volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome back. Adam Musselman's timeout. Set point opportunity for Spring Mills with the serve. It's Malott here in set one. Musselman trying to tie us up, and they do. With a finesse over Stevens' block. Nobody backs her up. We're tied at 24, which means we're in a win-by-2 scenario. Not sure what that was all about, but okay.
Scoreboard was just excited.
Connor. Is that off block? I think so. Point Spring Mills, making it 25-24. Sasha Connor now goes back to serve.
Here comes Mullen.
Right, set point opportunity. That's a cross. Overhit, meeting at the net, whistle, and they say Stevens went across with the hands. And Junkin's like, yeah, you did. 25 all now.
It seemed like it.
Musselman serving now. It's short. Connor, though, able to get it on her knees. Now communication error by Spring Mills, and they just have to send a free ball over at the last second. That past the block. Shelton makes it 26-25. Musselman, who now has the set point opportunity.
Well, the first set isn't the end-all, be-all, but it completely changes the dynamic of the match going forward one way or the other.
Serves across right to Connor. Malott's there. Here's Sasha Connor. Straight to Miller. Hutzler setting it up, and it's a cross. Point Musselman, and they take set one 27-25 over Spring Mills. And that is how our varsity match begins through one. Headed to set number two after this 1 minute break. Don't go away. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
We welcome you back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as we head to set number 2. Set 1 in favor of the Applemen, 27-25 over the Cardinals. Set 2 is brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. And they became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Set number 2 also brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Visit them online at wvjusticelawyers.com. Great start. We'll see which team's able to come out here in set number 2 and take it.
Yeah, like I said right at the end of that first set, it really changes the dynamic of the rest of the match. Who comes out with a tightly contested set 1 like that. It changes who's playing from behind the rest of the way. And it's the Applemen that get the advantage. Last time they played here in the Panhandle, Spring Mills was only able to get 1 set. But we've seen this year a much improved Martinsburg team give Musselman more of a run for their money than they have in the past. Spring Mills maybe has a player that's better than any singular player they've had in the last couple of years. McKenna Mullen right now looks like, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find 3 players in the EPAC better than McKenna Mullen. And it might just be 2 that play for Hedgesville.
Yeah. Both teams back out onto the court here. We'll see if they allow set 2 to start early. You still got about 50 seconds or so on the warm-up clock.
Got a thumbs
Music
up.
fading. Yeah, Mo's ready to go. Looks like the Liberos coming out on the court. Coach Smarts of Musselman still giving out a few more words to his team as Miller checks in. And it will be Spring Mills serving to begin this second set. He's getting the ball and going back to do it is Gabby Malott. Her serves across to Miller. Shelton putting it up. Backing away as Troxler hits it into the hands of Stevens with the block, and somehow the Applemen able to react and bring it across. And another block. This time it's Musselman, though. Mullen just lobs it across. Head off block right to Schlosser. Connor calls the setup for Mullen. And it goes right to Miller. Woof. Right in front of Schlosser, who can't get it. Had to go to the splits trying to do so. It's 1-0 Applemen. That's why you stretch. She can go down to the splits like that. I can't do that.
No.
Not that flexible.
No.
Especially in jeans.
That would make it harder.
Miller puts that into the net. Serve error. We're tied at 1.
A lot of power from Brielle Wolf on
Yes.
that kill, especially for a freshman. Got to be impressed.
Connor to serve. Right down the line, and it's an ace for Spring Mills, who takes a 2-1 lead. Very, very poor first contact that time by the Applemen.
I don't think
kind of a side swing, yeah.
Yeah, I think Gantz thought maybe that would go out down the line for at least a second or two.
Go right back across. It's Wolf. Shelton back for Wolf. Over the block. A lot sliding in, getting it. Schlosser Stevens with a short free ball. Miller diving for it. Shelton now to Collis. Spring Mills. Mullen past the block. Gets the point. Right off Shelton. It's 3-1.
The Mullen right back where she started from set number 1.
Ball being recovered as it exited the gym. Back to Connor now, who's back to serve. It's another ace. This time it's Wolf with the poor serve receive. 4-1 Spring Mills here to start set 2.
I think the Cardinals have found the spot on the floor to send the serve to.
Connor off tape. And Gantz lets it hit too high up, trying to get there. Just slid too close. 5-1 Spring Mills.
I thought in between Gantz and Wolf was the spot, but this time they just go towards the other side of Gantz and get the ace.
Yeah, I don't think we saw any aces for Spring Mills in the first set. Now we've seen 2 here at the start of set 2.
Yeah.
Bolden having to backpedal and get that one, and that forces her to hit it out. That ends the run, making it 5-2.
Yeah, I don't think Bolden was expecting that one to come to her.
Yeah.
She started to move further inside on the net there.
Serves across to Schlosser. They set up Stevens from the middle. Goes right to Midler, and she hits it off the wall. Point. Spring Mills at 6-2. Be a home run and kickball. Maybe. I don't know what the rules would be here in the Cardinal Coliseum.
Yeah. I don't know what rules they play by over here. Yeah.
That off block point for Spring Mills, making it 7-2.
I was trying to give you a name of a gym teacher here at Spring Mills, what their rules are, but I'm drawing a blank. I don't sub here enough.
I only know a former teacher that was here that would have loved kickball. That goes off Shelton, hit across and out. Spring Mills with a strong start here in set 2, now up 8-2. And Musselman going to take a early timeout to recover. Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube back in 30.
Powered Beck and Surf Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
You back, and it's an ace immediately out of the timeout for Schlosser, making it 9-2 Spring Mills. Musselman just coming out flat here in this second set.
Yeah, I think that's the right way to put it. They look out of sorts.
Serve short. I get it. Wolf trying to quiet down Spring Mills with the kill, making it 9-3. Malott now to serve. Or excuse me, wrong number 8. Wrong side.
Brielle Wolf's listed at 5'10". That's just a ninth grader.
That was Kearns with the serve. My apologies, but it's a point for Spring Mills, making it 10-3.
Spring Mills looks like they're just playing smarter right now, in better position.
Bolden across. Wolf, Shelton, Collis. Bolden, Schlosser recovering it, putting it back in the middle, and a free ball now sent by Connor. Musselman scrambling to attack. It's Alice, and that's a kill by Olivia Alice, making it, I believe it should be 11-4 or 10-4. They accidentally gave the point to Spring Mills. That's why I was confused looking at that scoreboard. It's 10-4.
You know, the buttons, they're probably close together, you know?
Yeah. That's why I just spread out my rosters more again so I don't mess up like I said in a lot. As Spring Mills messes up trying to figure out who's supposed to get that second touch. It's an ace for the Applemen, making it 10-5.
Well, here's Musselman's shot. Get back in this before it gets too late in the set.
It's a cross. Connor Schlosser over for Mullen off block. Point Cardinals. 11-5 now. Spring Mills in control, up by 6.
There's still plenty of time. A run can happen at any moment, but like you said, in control is a good way to put it right now for the Cardinals.
Mullen putting it across. Free ball. Connor over the block that time on the outside. Alice into the net, point Spring Mills. It's not on the same page that time with Musselman.
Miss
12-5.
Set might not have been as high as she would have liked. Or
Mullen to
just
serve. Miller gets it. Shelton. And that is hit over and out by Olivia Alice. It's now 13-5. It's a cross. A dump in two. Connor was hoping somebody was backing her up, and nobody was. Point Musselman making it 13-6.
Heads up play there by Shelton. You got to pick your spots with a dump, but that was a good one.
And an overhit, and putting it right back are the Applemen.
Can't get complacent with a big lead against Musselman.
Leah Dunham making it 13-7. And it's an ace for the Applemen as Schlosser with the side swing. A lead back to 5.
3 in a row, just like that. Just chip away, slowly but surely.
Serve to Schlosser. Connor.
Out.
Hits it out, 13-9. Musselman chipping away at Spring Mills' lead.
Cut it in half. 4 in a row. And you saw Coach Martz, his team was down 13-5. Maybe it was just him frustrated, not knowing what to do, but he was calm.
That's another ace for the Applemen. And that's going to force Coach Junkin to call a timeout as it's now 13-10. Take a 30-second break with him and then be back with more EPAC volleyball here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We welcome you back. Musselman trying to storm back here in the second set. It's 13-10 Spring Mills. They keep chipping away, does the Applemen. It's Hall putting it across. It's kept alive. Alice, Bolden, Schlosser setting it up. Connor running there and just taps it across to the Appleman side. Here's Troxler to Schlosser. Towards the net, a dump in two by Hull. Shelton. And a free ball as that set mistimed. Off block. Near collision. Alice over and out again by Olivia Alice. Done that a few times here so far, and it's now 14-10.
Just inconsistent from the outside has been Musselman.
Spurgeon serves it short. It's an ace. 15-10 Spring Mills. Extending that lead once again now.
They set themselves back on track in that timeout, it looks like. 2 points in a row.
Spurgeon serving again. Shelton across. And that's down line, and this time it's in by Alice, making it 15-11.
Looked a little more comfortable from that other side. Musselman needed that, and it could have been Spring Mills just extending that lead back out to where they were.
Serve into the net. Point, Spring Mills. So it's 16-11 now. Cardinals in the lead, and Malott checking in to serve. Her serves across. Here's the setup. Dunham the cross. Connor off block at Troxler. Shelton. Miller back for Troxler. Blocked. No, I think they're going to say it never actually went across, so that's 4 hits by Musselman. Point Spring Mills, making it 17-11. Malott putting it at Miller with her serve. Miller able to get it. That goes through the block, and now it's Spring Mills on the attack. Connor off block. Shelton. Miller for Musselman. And here's Wolf. Malott tried to keep it alive, but put it too far in front of Kithcart to get to. Point Musselman, making it 17-12.
And now think back to that first set. The fact that Musselman was able to clutch that up and win it means that they're not with their backs up against the wall here, down a set and down by 5 in the second half of the second set.
And that nearly took out Mo. He had to get out of the way of it. It's 18-12 Spring Mills.
You could have Spring Mills closing in on a 2-0 lead and close to clutching up the whole entire match if Musselman wasn't able to get that tightly contested first set.
Stevens swings away, 19-12 Spring Mills. Pulling away here in the second set.
Since that timeout, 6-2. It's been for Spring Mills.
And Sasha Connor puts it into the net. Serve error, 19-13 now.
Running out of time. 6 points to go. You're down by 6. Got to play perfect from here.
Bianca Hutzler to serve. Schlosser. Malott. Setting up Stevens. Off block. Stays on the Musselman side. And unfortunately for the Applemen, Collis couldn't keep it alive. It's 20-13. 5 points away are the Cardinals from tying us up at 1-1. Schlosser to Wolf. Hutzler setting up Collis. It's blocked by Spurgeon, and Shelton hits it across, and it's out. 21-13 now. There's going to be a timeout called by the Applemen. Let's step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back out of the timeout, and it's an ace off the tape for Spring Mills, making it 22-13.
Quick timeout. Both teams only took like 15 seconds and then broke the huddles.
Schlosser serving it across again here at 22-13. Wolf off block. Point Musselman is everybody trying to get there. Schlosser and Malott were the closest, and neither one of them fast enough, making it 22-14.
And you can see the moments where Musselman looks like the better team or an equal team. Just Spring Mills was able to go on a run while the Applemen were struggling a bit.
Spurgeon to Miller. Hutzler across here for Alice. And it's another point for the Applemen, making it 22-15.
It's not all the way over yet.
No, we know the Applemen are very capable of coming back from these deficits. You never can count them out until the set ends. Mullen meeting at the net, and we had a collision. A player down there in the end, getting up, looking to be okay. She walks it off. Not sure if she collided with Mullen at the net or if she hit a teammate, possibly.
I was thinking teammate just from the way
I think so,
everything
because
moved
if it
around.
was Mullen, she'd be under the net, and it'd be
Right.
a point for Musselman, but it was a point Spring Mills. It's 23-15. Good to see, though, that it was nothing serious, and she's able to continue on. It's Bolden serving, puts it to Wolf. Shelton setting up Collis that time, and she puts it into the net. It's 24-15, set point here for the Cardinals.
I think Collis might have gone up for the block next to Shelton and maybe come down on her foot or something, looking at the replay.
Alice just tucks it in for the point for Musselman, making it 24-16. But now you need 8 straight to stay alive here in this second set. Going back to serve is Ashlyn Weatherholtz.
It's one of your seniors. It's a good choice to have back there.
First serve to Connor. Bolden. Mullen. Wolf. It's put back across. Alice. The Schlosser. Keeps it alive. Here's Mullen again. Blocks right back in her face. 24-17. There's one for the Applemen.
You did see a change in the rotation for Spring Mills. You can see Mullen go to the bench in the late 20s for Spring Mills. That's made a difference here late in the set.
Weatherholtz across to Connor. Bolden. Mullen.
In. Well, actually, looks like, nope, down judge overruled. Ruled first. Flag went down.
Yeah, flag went down, but
then they changed the call.
They change it. It's a point for Musselman, making it 24-18. That goes into the net. Point Spring Mills. The Cardinals take it 25-18 over Musselman in set 2. So we're tied at 1 set apiece as we step aside, take a 1-minute break, then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Floor Pools, your swimming pool and hot tub builder, retailer, and service provider, serving homeowners in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. Floor Pools takes pride in providing quality construction, reliable service, and exceptional customer service. Experience the ultimate relaxation and the serenity of soaking in your own hot tub. Your new backyard lifestyle awaits. Start your journey today at Floor Pools in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. FloorPools.com. That's FLOHR Pools.com. Floor Pools, your swimming pool and hot tub builder, retailer, and service provider, serving homeowners in Pennsylvania, Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia. Floor Pools takes pride in providing quality construction, reliable service, and exceptional customer service. Experience the ultimate relaxation and the serenity of soaking in your own hot tub. Your new backyard lifestyle awaits. Start your journey today at Floor Pools in Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. FloorPools.com. That's FLOHR Pools.com.
We welcome you back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We are now tied at 1 set apiece as Spring Mills able to take set number 2 over Musselman 25-18 as we now head to set 3, brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set number 3 also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Visit them online at skinnerwins.com. Colin McLaughlin, alongside me is Dylan Bishop, Tyler Strine, our cameraman, Kyler High, back at the studio. Spring Mills had the early lead and able to pretty much hang on the rest of the way. We'll see now who takes this third set.
Pretty surprising result in that second set. It just felt like you would have thought Musselman at some point would kind of piece it together, and they made a mini comeback at one point, but Spring Mills called a good timeout and took back control. But now, third set, wipe your memory clean, because I wouldn't doubt if one of these next two sets Musselman dominates. That's just kind of the way this seems to go sometimes.
So the liberos will enter here. It will be Musselman serving first, as well as it will be, I believe, Allie Miller going back to serve like she did in set number 1. You see her grab the ball and go back there ready to do so. Whistle blows. And here we go. Her serve to Connor. Malott back for Sasha Connor over the block, and Spring Mills strikes first in set 3.
Spring Mills just looks comfortable and confident. Tell that they definitely think they can win this.
As they should. They have beat them in the tournament this year.
Yep.
Granted, tournaments are best 2 of 3, not 3 of 5. But still, you get that win, you get that confidence. As Musselman, though, gets the point that time, tying us up at 1.
If Spring Mills were to win this set, that'd be another 2-1 for them, but obviously that won't mean anything for the record book in this one.
Connor, Malott, setting up Stevens. Her and Bolden looked like they were both ready. And speaking of those two, they try to go up for the block, but fail to keep it on Musselman's side. So they're told it's a point for the Applemen, who now lead 2-1. Serves across. Connor over for Mullen, over the block. Right to Gantz. Now it's Wolf over the block, and Malott can't get there. A point Musselman, it's 3-1.
We'll see what sort of stuff Musselman talked about in between sets. So we adjust some strategy or just try to have some mistakes they can clean up.
Shelton, Schlosser, Malott retreats to get it. Your Schlosser into the net. Point Musselman, who now lead 4-1.
Oh, here you go. It's Musselman out to the fast start this time. Again, go back to that first set. It felt like two really evenly matched teams. And now you just got to roll with the ebbs and flows of momentum.
Short free ball. Musselman ready for it. Collis gets a point for Musselman again, making it 5-1.
And if it's not necessarily even a momentum thing, it can just be confidence that sometimes you mess up once, get yourself down a little bit, it turns into 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, 4, before you can dig yourself out, and maybe you need that reset in between sets to sort of hash it out.
The run ends as Hutzler serves it into the net, making it 5-2. Schlosser now to serve for Spring Mills. Goes right to Miller. Hutzler putting it up for Wolf. It's blocked. Bolden taps it back up. Nobody, though, can get there after her first touch. 6-2 Musselman now. Subs checking in as back serving now is Kearns. Malott setting up Mullen, and it's blocked by Collis. 7-2 Musselman.
It's like I said, there could be a set right after a dominant one from Spring Mills where Musselman comes right back and dominates it. And we're seeing that at least early on in this one. Anything could swing, though.
And an Appleman ace, making it 8-2. Kearns just puts a bullet there, and now a timeout taken by Spring Mills. We'll take a quick 30-second break, then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout. 8-2 start in favor of Musselman here in the third set. Spring Mills has used its early timeout. They have one remaining in the set. As we'll see, Kearns still serving for the Applemen. Out of the timeout, it goes to Schlosser, who overhits it into the net. Malott can't get there. It's another point for the Applemen, making it 9-2.
The opposite of the timeout working. Worked for Musselman.
Here's another serve. Connor. Ace. A lot miscommunication between her and Spurgeon. 10-2. Musselman distancing themselves. Schlosser gets it. A lot. Trying to set up Mullen off block and finally getting the kill, making it 10-3.
It can be as simple as serve receive, not going well from one set to the other. Like you said in that second set, it felt like we didn't see any aces from Spring Mills in the first one, that they were able to get some and dominated, and now it's Musselman with a bunch of aces to open this one up.
Collis across to Schlosser. Bolden setting up Mullen. And that's going to go 10 rows up and roll its way back down. 10-4 now.
There's only about 15 rows to go up.
Bolden to serve again. It's across. Hutzler. Shelton very close to the net, but across. It's sent by Alice. She gets the point from Musselman, making it 11-4.
Musselman just feels like they may have condensed things down, like they might have simplified what they want to do.
And a near collision there between Mullen and Schlosser. And the mistake gives another point to Musselman, making it 12-4.
And it just looks like on the other side, Spring Mills looks a little jarred by how good Musselman has been in this set.
Weatherholtz across on the serve. Here's Mullen off block. Hutzler puts it in play. A tough angle. And too much by Alice, making it 12-15. Or, excuse me, 12-5.
Yeah, it's hard to cut it across on a pass like that. The contact over to Alice needed to be better.
Mullen to serve. And that's a kill for Musselman as Alice puts it down line and tucks it in the corner, making it 13-5.
Coach Junkin looks like he's given some pointers, maybe on the block technique for Spring Mills.
Strong serve across at Spring Mills. Now Hull off tape. Keeping it alive's Dunham, but an overhit ball, and it's a point for Musselman. They say Spurgeon reached across.
Wow. There's nothing going Spring Mills' way this set.
14-5 now, the Applemen up 9. Trying to go up double digits. They're not going to. Point Spring Mills.
You got to at least
14-6.
You got to at least build yourself some momentum for the fourth set if you can't manage a comeback. You got to play all the way through.
Spurgeon to serve. Cross. That over the block and then off the hands of Kithcart. Point Musselman, who now leads 15-6.
It's a nice part about volleyball is you can have yourself a rough patch, and then the score resets. Maybe you're down a set, closer to losing, but overall, the score resets. You just get them in the next one.
That's an ace for the Applemen as Kithcart can't get it. And there's the double-digit lead. It's 16-6 Musselman here in set 3.
And we're seeing that in full effect here from Musselman's second set into the third here.
Kithcart. Bolden. Connor through the block. That over towards the Musselman bench, and it's a point for Spring Mills, making it 16-7.
I think the difference could end up being how you feel after a set like this, considering when Musselman had their down set, things are tied. Spring Mills having a bad one here can get them one set away from losing.
Point Musselman. They're back up by 10 here at 17-7. Allie Miller to serve again.
Spring Mills has to keep themselves in the right headspace.
And it's short. Into the net it goes on the serve. It's now 17-8. It's Connor to serve. It's a cross. Musselman to the back line of Spring Mills. Very tough ball to get to. Mullen still able to get it, though. Now an overhit, and that's coming our way. Point. Musselman, 18-8 now.
Got to find the weak points in this Musselman team of your Spring Mills as the set winds down.
Stevens sends a free ball. And that's a point. 19-8. Timeout taken by Spring Mills. Let's take a 30-second break with them, and then we'll be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. It's perfect for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market. Take Rock's Chicken everywhere. A perfect mix of white and dark meat for any occasion. Rock's 12-piece chicken, $12. Rock's Local Market.
We welcome you back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Set number 3 is a dominant one for Musselman. They lead Spring Mills 19-8, trying to go up 2-1. Mullen heading it over and out, making it 20-8.
It's hard to
let you get your point in
I was
first.
just going to say it's hard to play with that same level of enthusiasm and confidence when this is the score.
That's another point, 21-8. I was just going to say now we'll have to wait and see if Spring Mills is able to recover after this and just refocus and go to the fourth set.
Yeah, that'll be the thing. I'm not really sure. You never really know how a team's going to respond.
Mullen puts that one into the net. It's another point for Musselman. It's 22-8. Serve across and a free ball sent now. And that one blocked. Point Spring Mills, making it 22-9.
Great job by Stevens there. I think even she was surprised how well that went.
Schlosser checks in, the libero for the Cardinals, and will go back to serve. That off block. Somehow kept alive by Musselman. What an effort by the Applemen. And now a block by Shelton. Point. Applemen making it 23-9.
Shelton and Collis were awesome.
Add that to the highlight reel. That off block, and they get called for being in the net that time, making it 23-10. I think Shelton might have hurt her hand on one of those blocks as well. You can see her looking at that left wrist, messing with something. Yeah. Still able to get a set, though, there for Alice, who hits it across. And that's a kill by Mullen, making it 23-11. This one in set 3 pretty much out of reach, but you still want to see good things here by Spring Mills to hopefully regain confidence heading into the 4th. Hit across in 2. Mullen off block, gets another point for the Cardinals, making it 23-12.
And we'll have to keep an eye on that for Shelton, because as we've seen, she's been a pretty critical part of this Musselman team.
It just grazes the tape of the net. Now a free ball sent across. Mullen hitting it on the wrong side of the antenna, making it 24-12. I'm not sure if that's a first aid kit or not, but something just got picked up here for Musselman to bring it over to its bench. And here's set point opportunity for the Applemen here at 24-12. Mullen gets the kill, though, for Spring Mills, making it 24-13. So we'll see if the Cardinals can make this one a crazy set or not.
I think the Cardinals have done a good job here of getting themselves some momentum going into that 4th set. Some momentum and confidence.
Mullen across. That off block. Point Musselman. And they take set number 3 easily over Spring Mills. 25-13 to go up now 2-1 here in the best 3 of 5. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break, and on the other side of that 1-minute break, we'll be back with set number 4 here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back inside the Cardinal Coliseum. Musselman now with a 2-1 set lead after taking set 3 very decisively. 25-13 as we head to set 4. Set 4 brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution. Call them at
263-3361. Set 4 also brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area? Then call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-262-4222. Visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. See if Spring Mills can find some life yet again.
I felt like they did well enough at the end of that set to where there's something to build on. I do think Shelton has come back out here with some tape on that left hand. For sure, yeah. You can see she's trying to flex it out. See how she plays in this set. It's definitely not nothing for Musselman.
Malott serves it across. And here we go for set 4. Connor gets it in. Point Cardinals.
This feels like a 5-set match, Colin. I think.
Part of me was about to say the same thing because the team that served first has won so far.
How about that?
We'll see if that continues here in this second set or not. Or if Musselman's able to get a 3-1 win for the second time. An overhit ball. Spring Mills with Stevens making it 2-0.
Since that first set, it just feels like we've taken turns on which team is in the right flow and has confidence.
Malott serves it short. Musselman calls it out, ready for it. And that's a point for the Applemen as Wolf makes it 2-1.
Of course, the Applemen are going to object to us saying it feels like we'll have a set 5. Once they can just lock this down here in set 4.
Serving now is Bianca Hutzler. Good serve across. Mullen. Malott. Connor makes it 3-1. She'll now go back to serve, that being Sasha Connor. Her serves across. And that never came across. 4-1 Cardinals.
This is about where we've gone the last 3 sets. Somebody opens up to about a 3 or so point lead real early and holds on to it.
Connor.
So the Cardinals can continue that.
Across. Hutzler. Wolf off block. Schlosser there. It's a cross, and it's another point for the Cardinals. (5-1) is the start here in the fourth set. Right over the block is Stevens. Mullen backing it up, and now she gets blocked herself. 5-2 now.
Definitely a grimace from Shelton after that block. You can see anytime she has to use that left arm now, she's got to really stretch it out.
Bolden over the block, right to Miller. Hutzler setting it up for Alice, and Connor trying to get the dig, but can't do so. It's now 5-3.
Alice has felt a little more comfortable as this match has gone on. First set, a little quiet. As we've gone second, third, into the fourth, seems like she's gotten more comfortable.
Back going to the back wall. Can Musselman recover? No. double 1-0. Even the fourth hit was too much. 6-3 Spring Mills.
Closer than I thought they were going to get.
Schlosser. Miller trying to get out of the way and nearly rolled into Hutzler while doing so. Musselman still able to get it across. Here's Shelton.
Wow.
And what a job by her putting it here to the back corner. Malott just not quick enough to get there. 6-4.
Playing through the pain. She's left-handed. That left hand is what's bothering her, and that was still nicely placed towards the very back corner.
Connor sends a free ball. Shelton just barely getting it across. Another free ball. Alice. Point Musselman. 6-5.
Great pass to set her up.
Serve short. Connor's there. Bolden from the back line. Hits it across. Alice to Schlosser. Connor setting up Mullen. Down line, kept alive by Musselman. Shelton. Malott. Schlosser. On the outside for Mullen again. Ripped right to Wolf. Alice taps it over the block. Malott backs up that block. Here's Schlosser. Again for Mullen. Not a lot of power on it that time. Shelton. Malott with the dig. Back into play. Spurgeon dumping it across on the third hit. Now an overpass. Spurgeon putting it across. Musselman defends it.
Great
block. That almost grazes the roof. Now a free ball sent to Spring Mills. Mullen finally ends this volley and makes it 7-5.
It's high quality volleyball there. Both sides able to keep that going for so long.
Bolden will now serve. Sit across. Hull with the spike right to Wolf. Alice to Bolden. Connor backtracks. You can't get it. Point. Applemen making it 7-6.
I think we're going to go to the wire, down to the wire on this set either way. That's what it feels like so far.
Shelton. Schlosser. Keeping it in play. Here's Mullen down line. Point Spring Mills making it 8-6. Now McKenna Mullen will serve. Serves across. Wolf. Shelton. Alice. Out. 9-6. Spring Mills.
Not a great decision on trying to hit it like that time from back so far.
Alice. Right to Bolden. Schlosser. Hull to Wolf. Shelton setting up Troxler. Tapping it over to Schlosser. Bolden setting up for the middle. It's Spurgeon. It's blocked. It's I don't know what it is. It's Musselman. They said and reacted as if it was theirs. I wasn't sure. The scoreboard needs reset. It's 9-7.
I was trying to... I think everybody on the Musselman side was confused as to why that wasn't just given to them immediately. I was too.
Connor sends it deep. Playable. Now meeting at the net. Whistle blows. And it's Spring Mills with the point as Musselman called for being in the net. It's now 10-7.
I think that was Wolf.
I think so too.
Came a little too far up that time.
Spurgeon serves it, and it's an ace as the first touch over and out on Musselman, making it 11-7.
His last handful of points don't make it seem like a set that's even going to go down to the wire.
And it's a 4-point lead now here for Spring Mills. Miller very close to the net. Shelton puts it back, and Wolf sends it across. Connor with the liner right to Gantz. Great job. And now a block by Spring Mills. Can they make it two? No, it goes over the block this time. Hull off block. Dunham keeps it alive. It's pushed across by Wolf. Stevens. Shelton. Troxler blocked by Stevens. Point Spring Mills. 12-7.
That's where being 6'2" will get you sometimes.
Timeout taken by the Applemen. We'll take a 30-second break with them and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout. 12-7, Spring Mills leading here in set 4 and nearly getting an ace, but a great job by Miller to keep it alive, but a free ball sent now to Spring Mills. Bolden over for Connor, blocked, point, Musselman as nobody able to get there for the Cardinals, making it 12-8.
Still plenty of time for Musselman to get back in this.
Miller, the serve now. It's across to Connor. Bolden has to get there to set up Connor, who hits it out. 12-9 Musselman, trailing by 3 now to Spring Mills.
There's Spring Mills giving them a little bit of an opportunity to get back into this. 3-point lead. That's not enough against Musselman.
Cathcart overhit. Wolf makes some pay. 12-10. Here comes Musselman. And it's an ace for the Applemen. They're within 1. 4 straight points for Musselman out of the timeout.
That second set, we saw a mini comeback from Musselman down 8 to get themselves only down by 3, but then Spring Mills called a timeout and took back control.
Connor off block.
Not quite the same in this set.
Shelton to Wolf, and we are tied. 12-all here in the 4th set.
Feel the confidence coming back for the Applemen.
Miller to Cathcart. Bolden setting up Hull off block. Musselman to Troxler over the block to Connor. Bolden now for Connor. Dug out. Here's the Applemen. Finessing it across. Hull over the block again. Gantz keeps it alive. Wolf. Bolden, Stevens, Hull a third time off block, still can't get the kill. Troxler just past the block, able to get it from Musselman, and they now lead it at 13-12, and here's the timeout for Spring Mills. Take a 30-second break with them and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mark Q's Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Q's Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
We welcome you back here. 13-12, Musselman now leads the fourth set. They have a 2-set-to-1 advantage as well over Spring Mills. Serves across, Schlosser. Bolden setting up Stevens. She's able to get the point for Spring Mills out of the timeout. We're tied at 13.
Good response by Spring Mills. Worry about that first contact. Take it one pass at a time. Good first contact, good set. Usually makes for a good third hit.
Stevens blocking it on a second jump. Blocks it on her first one this time. And a third one by Stevens. But it stayed on Spring Mill's side, making it 14-13 Applemen.
Just barely. Way to just push it into the block that time.
And it's an ace for the Applemen as Hutzler puts it right in front of Kithcart, making it 15-13. And Kithcart's going to get swapped out now after that. And the serve short. Point Spring Mills. It's now 15-14.
Self-inflicted errors.
And now Mullen will check back in. It's Connor back to serve.
And the team that makes the least amount of mistakes will usually win the set.
Tough third angle on the hit. They're able to get it. Here's Mullen. Hutzler setting up. That's a point for the Applemen. They now lead at 16-14.
Again, pushed it into the block and stayed on the Cardinals side.
Serving now, Layla Kearns. Goes to Connor. And that, a free ball sent across by Mullen. Schlosser backs away after her hit. Malott from Mullen. Out. Point Applemen at 17-14.
Yeah, Mullen was just a little too far away from the net to be able to do what she wanted with that.
Connor receives the serve. Malott from Mullen off tape, and this time it's a kill for McKenna Mullen, making it 17-15.
There you go. The pass gets a little closer to the net. Mullen is set up in a good spot. Be able to get the kill.
Schlosser now to serve. It's a cross. Hutzler setting up Shelton. Alice out. Again, it's just not been her night from this near outside spot. 17-16 now.
She just got to go down the line with that instead of trying to cut it across. It's a difficult shot to be able to do consistently.
And the serve by Schlosser short. 18-16 Musselman now.
Man, that's a critical time to make an error like that.
Now it's Ashlyn Weatherholtz to serve. Connor. Malott. Mullen. I think it was off block. They're saying, one's saying it was. The other isn't.
Yeah.
Mirroring him.
Changed the call.
And they go with the point for Spring Mills. 18-17 now. Bolden. It's across. Shelton. Alice to Schlosser. Bolden setting up Mullen. Only one on the block attempt. Can't get it. So a free ball now sent. Musselman still stays alive. Here's a middle attack. It's Spurgeon, and her swing is a miss. 19-17 Musselman as she puts it into the Applemen bench.
The room for error is so low right now for Spring Mills.
Shelton serving it across. Bolden putting it back for Mullen off tape. Kept alive by the Applemen. Shelton. Alice overhit. Meeting at the net. And it stays on the Musselman side as Dunham puts it into the net. Point Spring Mills. It's now 19-18.
It turns out this set's going down to the wire after all.
I never doubted it. Mullen. Miller. Shelton for Troxler, and it's out. Point. Spring Mills, we are now tied up at 19 all here in the fourth set. Spring Mills with the serve, trying to force a winner-take-all fifth. Mullen across. Troxler over the block. Bolden backing it up. Mullen for Connor. Out. 20-19 Musselman retakes the lead.
It feels like Musselman saw the win in sight, up by 6 points to go, and started to play a little tight. But Spring Mills is handing them some points.
Gantz to serve. And it's short. We're now knotted up at 20. So the door open once again for Spring Mills here in the Cardinal Coliseum. It's Spurgeon. Just like that, Musselman with a quick attack, making it 21-20. I didn't even have time to think before they got the point.
A great play by Wolf.
Miller back to serve.
Perfect pass to her.
Yeah. Connor. Bolden. Back for Connor.
What a dig.
Free ball now sent to Spring Mills. Bolden setting up Stevens. And that's just too easy. Alexi Stevens ties us up at 21. Malad to serve now. And it's an ace for the Cardinals. 22-21. Gabby Malott. Off tape. Dropped down. Just kept alive. And a dump in 2. Point Musselman.
What a play. Shelton pretty much in pain every time she uses that dominant hand, that dominant left hand. Still making plays.
Otzler to Schlosser. Tough first touch. Malott somehow gets it back for Stevens, who sends the free ball. Here's Shelton through the block right to Malott. Schlosser. Bolden putting it across. The Applemen feel like they're in control here at 22 all. Spring Mills trying to recover. Connor to the middle. Wolf over the block. Connor. Miller. Dump in 2. Near collision. Everybody backs away. Point Musselman, 23-22.
And again here, we're late in the set. And McKenna Mullins on the bench.
Hutzler, Connor, ace for the Applemen. 24-22, Musselman, gain point opportunity. Coach Junkin going to use that timeout, trying to keep his team alive. This thing's starting to slip away here for the Cardinals. It's been a great night here. We'll see if they are able to get one last gasp and stay alive, or if Musselman is going to pull it out and take it 3-1. They're ready to go here out of the timeout. Spring Mills still in its huddle here with Coach Junkin.
The communication, the contact, the passing, it just has to be spot on. For just a couple of points, like for 2 points, get us back to tied, win by 2.
Hutzler, it's across. Here's Millot for Stevens, finessing it. Point, Spring Mills. It's 24-23.
There's one of them. You just need one good serve.
And now Musselman going to take a timeout. Let's take a 30, and let's keep it here. We don't want to miss anything. Sometimes they're quick. So, 24-23 here in set 4. Musselman still with game point. So if they get this point, they win.
Yep.
It's over. Spring Mills gets the point, forces a win by 2 scenario.
The Musselman did at least put themselves in a spot where Spring Mills would have to get 4 straight points to be able to win. But you only need 1.
Ball in the hand of Sasha Connor.
You don't want to give Spring Mills the chance.
Her serve. Lined across. Musselman setting up Wolf. Ball game. 25-23. Musselman takes set 4 over Spring Mills and takes the match 3-1. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we will be back to wrap things up with a quick post-game show here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in a
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Post-game coverage brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly. Rock's post-game show also brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. Musselman now 21-13 overall, 8-1 in the EPAC. Spring Mills falls to 12-10-1 overall, 2-7 in the EPAC as Musselman takes tonight's match 3-1 over Spring Mills, and it looked like this. Set 1, Musselman 27, Spring Mills 25. Set 2, Spring Mills 25, Musselman 18. Set 3, Musselman 25, Spring Mills 13. And set 4, Musselman 25, Spring Mills 23. I'm Colin McLaughlin, Dylan Bishop alongside me, Tyler Strine, our cameraman back in the studio, Kyler High. Dylan, final thoughts as we wrap up tonight.
Impressed by Spring Mills. Even though it's going to look like 3-1 in the record books, I think this was a match of two teams that felt pretty even. Set 1 was really even. Set 4 was very even. And then you had both sides sort of dominate another set. Sets 2 and 3. So I think overall, I think you got to be impressed by Spring Mills. They only have 2 seniors. Sasha Connor being a very pivotal one, but looking at how Spring Mills has grown over the last few years under Coach Junkin. A lot of promise for the future.
So that wraps things up for us here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. More volleyball for you on Thursday. Martinsburg volleyball as they host St. James. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a great rest of your night.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerif Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm. Keep it tuned to TV10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.